Hello, everybody. My name is Lucas Ballard.
My name is Matthew Neely.
And I'm Tyler Harder.
And we are
And we are
the Drew
Drew
Crew. Welcome back to part 5 of our playthrough of Technobabylon. We have actually played this game for like 8 hours at this point, and it is still impressing. It is
We've
probably...
gotta be. I don't know how far we're in.
Yeah, we're actually a quarter of the way through the game.
A quarter. Oh my god.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I hope I'm just waiting for it to like this to be like the soft open and like something big happens.
Like zooms out. It's like 3,000 years later, on the planet of Dune. Yeah. So yeah, I'm hyped. I think we're like 2/3 of the way through. That's my guess, but we might be.
Yeah.
It might be 2 hours. It might be 2 minutes. We don't know.
I mean, we still haven't gotten to the point where it's like whatever central is suddenly explicitly the evil one.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like we just got somewhere with Regis being like explicitly like the agency's trying to kill him.
Oh yeah, right. They sent
shit.
invisible boys with hollow point bullets to go kill him.
Yeah.
That's their military title, Invisible Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I think
invisible boys except for when they're covered in red paint.
There's a hidden antagonist, if I recall, who hates Regis for whatever reason, and he tried to blow up who we're like 90% certain is his daughter. We think trans girl is his daughter. Like that. Mm-hmm. Call me racist, but we only have 2 black women. No, that's not true. That's actually not true. Yeah. And we've gotten a flashback at some point to when they were making Central. We got, what else did we get? There was, like, remember where the girl who was working with, like, I am the man who is the cop dad. I made Central, but I'm definitely not political. His assistant was calling the antagonist and was like, hold on to your balls about being angry at Regis. You're under not Norman's control. I don't remember what was going on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Shit's picking up.
Remember that time where we fucking ripped a bone out of somebody's
almost...
leg and used it to blow up what was probably our daughter? I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like we're either approaching halfway or a little bit past. Right now we're in the trance.
We have Cyber Tylenol. Holy shit, this game. Jesus Christ. Yeah, boy. Cyber AIDS. Take this, nice got. Plant puzzles. Autosave. And nuke it. I love it. Let's get back to the future internet. In Tron. And
yeah,
also,
we're in trance.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
We've got a pretty sick soundtrack to give us.
And maybe.
And we're just trying to get people to leave trance by stealing money from them.
Right. Because we need to get
taking advantage of their emotional vulnerability.
Showering.
We need to get with Anonymous.
People matter.
Right.
That was one thing we did.
Just take a shit in everyone's mouth and it's like, sorry, you have shit in your mouth. I don't know how it got there.
You should probably leave France. You have shit all over you.
It's just some girl. She just came in and shat in your mouth. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, I didn't see her. I have really bad eyes from after.
Oh, by the way, if you could pull my pants up when you get out of the trance, I might have left those down. Anyway, let's hop on.
Totally unrelated.
Hi there.
So now you gotta go.
Hi there.
Use gun.
Be good.
I wish you could dance with all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's their idol? Maybe we'll start dancing.
I doubt it.
I assume the idol is just you standing.
This is.
Are we gonna sit here for the next 3 hours just watching this?
Well, this is the dance of the future where you.
Well,
dance,
welcome
yoga,
to the Drew Crew,
shit
where we
have
sit
merged.
and watch a character stand here for 3 hours.
It's gotta
waiting
be
to
like
see if it has an idle animation.
like dance evolution of the T-pose.
just
Like,
just like every 10 years, it just moves like a couple degrees down.
Yeah, it gets slowly and slowly more streamlined.
That's what actually it's called now. It's called the Streamline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi there.
Give you money to leave.
Hi there.
Okay. So we also nuked a city, and
Yeah.
that hurt people.
What did that work to kick someone out of the trance?
Yeah, it kicked
Oh,
out
yeah.
2 people
Killed
because
them.
we turned off God mode, remember?
Yeah, so they died.
Yeah, they got.
Let's talk to our Ukrainian friend.
Did you know where this sim was being hosted? It's a stolen street corner terminal in a dingy cellar.
A trance den, yes. We often use it as a meeting point. I have not been there personally, but my allies' reports have painted a vivid picture.
Yeah, it's a great place. If you're a rat or a giant cockroach.
Perhaps you can use this to your advantage? The conditions sound only a little way from intolerable. Those within the den may need only a little push to make it so.
You don't know how far thralls will go for a link.
I could steal from them, even though I'm in love with her. Oh wait, I already did that.
Yeah.
Where are you?
If you're not in the den, where are you? Are you even in Newton?
My person is in a secure location. As to where that is, well, I'm afraid that's a secret.
Not even a clue?
All I shall say is that I'm meeting some old friends here for dinner.
Talk about multitasking.
Exactly. Hopefully you will excuse me if I seem a little distracted.
God, this music is sick.
Why this server? It seems like a
Yeah,
strange
you can't
place
see
to
it, but I'm
meet.
dancing.
Jahilia uses many such venues,
Compared to the whole net, though, it's so small.
which allows us to more easily determine if we are being monitored.
Ah, cloak and dagger.
And after we have concluded our discussion, we shall crash the server. There shall be no evidence of us having been connected.
Yeah, how are audio levels for you guys, actually?
Not too
I
bad.
can hear. Yeah.
Good. I just thought I heard something about not being able to hear music.
Mm-mm.
Nope. I've been dancing.
Damn right.
Who are these other people?
Yeah, I
in
got
there?
up
Your
in my
pals?
bedroom and
Bystanders,
danced
members
in
of
my
the public.
underwear for the
They
past
come from all walks
couple
of
minutes.
life. Unfortunately, they cannot know what we are about to discuss.
And that's why you want me to remove them. It's not going to be easy.
You're resourceful, Mandela. You will find a way.
I just love every
Mandela.
character in this freaking game.
Yeah. Really well designed.
I'll get back to ruining everyone's evening.
Bitafik.
I still love the fact that she's using an obvious voice modulating software.
I'll get back to ruining
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah,
That's what
evening.
that's called, right?
Bitafik.
Yeah, like in Batman.
She's actually Bane.
No, Batman versus Superman, man. That's my favorite DC movie.
Yeah.
All right, we need like some new concoction.
Howdy there, miss. What can I get you?
So we've already used sulfuric acid. Maybe we should get some estrogen.
A
Yeah.
glass of your finest estrogen, sir.
Getting in touch with your feminine side, missy.
Just what are you implying?
Nothing at all, man.
You better not be.
What? Wait, what? What is he implying? Does anyone know what he's
He
implying?
wants to have sex with us.
Via estrogen.
Ciao.
Because I thought we used the sulfuric acid to eat through the thing on the
Yeah,
nuke
The
world.
panel.
yeah. So I'm gonna go use estrogen to win a football. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nuka-Cola.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat George Washington using estrogen.
Getting chemicals into him might help sabotage his game. He wouldn't fall for it this way, though.
Oh, we're gonna soy boy him, and then he isn't gonna be able to win Grav Ball.
Hi there.
Yo.
Something tells me you're not very cheerful.
Huh. That obvious?
It's just that, well,
Edgelord.
it's a game. Isn't it enjoyable?
Less so when that asshole's on a winning streak, that's for sure.
What's the score?
At the moment, 15 games to 0.
Nuke me.
It's true. That guy has split-second reflexes. But the way he acts, I've got to see him beaten.
Is that guy cheating?
Well, he hasn't hacked the server. Maybe he just spends most of his spare time practicing.
What a realist.
Who's the guy in the court?
The Zift out there is Domino. He's the reigning champ.
You don't like him?
Wouldn't be so bad if it was just him winning. Problem is, he's such an ass about it. Even when he's not talking, he just radiates it.
He's right here. There's no subtlety here.
There's
I need to clear
anonymity over
everyone
the
from the
internet.
server. It's for personal reasons.
Sorry, lady, but I'm not going anywhere till I beat this guy.
What if I beat him for you?
Ha, good luck.
You'd still get to see him lose.
All right, you've got a deal. You beat him, and I'll retire for the night.
Got any
Hail
more
rage
helpful
quit.
tips?
What, aside from you can't win against this guy? Make sure you don't start your swing too late. Start your swing before the ball's reached your platform.
So if I'm having trouble hitting it,
Try swinging earlier.
I'll give it a shot.
I wonder if you can actually beat him without, like, soy boying him.
Thanks.
No
I mean,
problem.
I can only assume so.
Hi there.
Try.
What's up?
Let's go.
Oh,
Bring
that's a
it
cool.
on.
Hit it.
Damn.
I Damn.
You didn't even try.
Oosh.
Damn.
So you gotta hit it before it hits your platform.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked. No.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh yeah! Another win for Team Awesome.
All right.
What
Yeah, no, I
Let's
get it
go.
now.
Bring it on.
I totally know where the other guy is coming from now.
What an asshole. He likes women.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Too fast.
Oh yeah! Another win for Team Awesome.
I've got better things to do.
A nice
So do we
game,
have to count
loser.
Ah, there it is.
Alright, how do we estronize him?
Do we have to estrogen
I think so.
him?
We got
What's that
spectators
saying
doing
about women?
Right.
That feels problematic.
If I can't win on first try, here. Just,
While
I'll-
I'm not
I'll
opposed to
make him more like a
sabotaging his
woman.
winning streak, that isn't going to help.
Well, I think we can just pay him to leave. Let's look at my news. Oh, this is just an evacuation drill again. Wouldn't this be like a cowboy? Like, just a second. This would be like, fuck. This. It's gone. There was a cowboy. There's, what the hell? No, there was an astronaut. And he was like wearing a ducky. Stop changing the music. I don't know why it does that. Give me your
Howdy there,
finest
miss.
disguise.
What can I get you?
Ciao.
Can you somehow pull the chemicals into the real world?
Is he in the real world with us?
I mean, I thought he was one of the last people.
Oh yeah. Well, they've got all
Yeah,
those
but there were
dancers.
also people connecting over servers, remember?
Hey. Nope.
Use ass on kick.
Money doesn't solve.
Can you beat him to death with a crowbar?
There's only so much you can do with a crowbar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm aware. You should. I should estronize him.
I can't just stick him with an empty injector. I might give him
Can
an
you get-
embolism.
Hey, she knows what embolisms are.
Yeah.
I know what
Are
embolisms
there
are.
are there chems anywhere else? Like anything in the real world?
There's nothing plus. I think I might.
Yeah.
I'm not
pull
getting-
pull some infection stuff. Inject him with sewage.
Nah, aside. I can't do.
Anything like?
can't-
Can you go get
I don't want-
drugs from the bouncer?
Hey, friend who I
I
have
don't
blinded.
think we want to talk then.
Preacher.
Oh, random dude.
Excuse me?
Hellfire awaits the unsaved.
What the fuck?
What's with the shouting?
I must call to the unsaved that they may
This
hear.
isn't shouting.
They need to know the word of God's love.
It sounds to me like you're harassing them.
That
Go
is what
on, what's the
religion is.
message? I'm listening.
The kingdom of heaven is nearly upon us. We must prepare and seek his salvation. Turn aside from this false paradise of yours.
The trance?
Oh, that's interesting.
You don't like the trance.
It is a false promise of paradise. They will lead you into the belief that it can be achieved without faith in him.
So you don't like the competition the trance gives religion.
There are
The
claims
internet's
of those
killing
within
God.
That it is a new promised land. But it
That's
is
how I
not
was-
but a wretched hive of sin and debauchery.
The internet. Knowing the internet nowadays,
This
it
is
is
like-
a pretty godless place.
This is like our kid, right? Or at least our grandkid.
I don't like the word
Time-wise.
thrall, but
yeah,
I guess you
yeah,
could say I
time-wise,
spend a
it's
lot of time in
probably,
the trance.
like,
Lady, we're
Then it is
back.
my
Plan?
mission to save you. I must place you on the path to his salvation. I must show you the way.
First,
I'm
I will
going to-
inject you with bomb bones. What were you saying?
They're gonna like explode the trance den or something. He's gonna like, this is gonna get real dark.
Yeah, I was thinking, like how much of a real world analog is there between like a tension between religion and I don't know, video games, the internet, the I guess they were burning books along. Yeah, they wouldn't be a fan of trancing, would they?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's say for the sake of argument, I agreed with you. How does someone get
I
on
mean,
that
look at the
path?
Amish.
Hear me, my child. There are 3 stages. His kingdom, then the material, mortal world. Lastly, the mire of the virtual, wherein you are trapped.
So, how do I get out of the virtual?
We must start you outwards, and first give you an anchor in the material. While the virtual may seem to contain all the pleasures of the flesh, we must show you what the material can offer to begin the way up.
Which is.
The book says to use what he has given us, and I have been blessed with powerful barbiturates.
Welcome to God. Take some drugs.
I just love the idea that like tech goes so hard that they're just like, please, we'll do whatever.
You want to
Abuse
use
drugs.
drugs to get me off the trance?
The pleasures
Yeah,
of the
get you on
material
drugs.
can rival that of the virtual.
Fucking hell.
Thence, we can
Oh my
lead you to
gosh.
those of the divine.
What church did you say you belong to?
Think of it in terms of replacement therapy. A tried and true
Methadone
method for
church.
recovery from addiction. We must wean you away from the sin of the trance.
No, take him and
You know,
give him to the
I'm just
guy.
Yeah, no,
sick.
yeah, that's the plan. But like,
Yeah.
this is kind of, I don't know what I'm trying to find out what makes this funny to me, and I think it's that like
The Bible doesn't really say anything against drugs.
I'm just gonna say it because I feels like something she would say.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
my
I mean, like-
humanities teacher said that religious people have something against drugs and alcohol.
These are but substances that occur within his creation. He has created the means that I may bring the
kid
flock to
did
That
him.
sounds
God created
like
people, right? And
straight
people made
up
the trance. So
justification.
didn't God also make the trance by extension?
Oh God.
That is so, and its existence is such as the world is. But it is its sinful use, its perversion by mankind that leads the young away from him.
And drugs don't?
Listen, this man hasn't thought too hard. This man did weed when he was 17. And was like, I know how to do it when I'm 18.
I have seen God.
Here. You know what? I want to repent. Do you guys want to repent?
Oh, let's do some repenting, man.
I'm feeling like, do you get what
Let's become a
success?
paladin
Is
of the
this a
new
good
drug
spot for
god.
you?
I pray for the young, springing forth from within the den. With the message, I seek
prays
to
on the
show
young?
them his way.
And a lot of barbiturates?
I use what means I must, and what he reveals to me.
Have you been
This
doing
guy
this
was
long?
straight
Many
up
years ago,
Catholic.
I was a sinner. I led a life of crime, of debauchery.
But
and
now,
eating.
after
Eventually, I was
drugs.
caught by sin
Now,
and imprisoned
I
for
used to be a
peddling.
drug dealer. Now
Isn't that
I'm a
what you're
holy
doing
drug
now?
dealer.
In prison, I found God, and he pointed me in this direction. while selling
Oh, God,
unlicensed
well,
drugs
hopped up
was a
on
crime.
barbiturates.
The use of religious
I
devotion
used
is
to be a
not.
trans
But
dealer.
you're charging me money before you'll give me anything?
Oh no! I cannot sell you the drugs. That would be illegal, a grave sin. Instead, I ask only
can
for
give them as a
donations
gift.
for my ministry. Then I can help you onto the path with the aid of his bounty.
This is probably some straight up religious satire.
This game doesn't particularly have a flattery view on faith, does it? I was just thinking that maybe
No.
like he doesn't belong to any denomination and he's actually just a drug dealer.
No, this is straight up like the evolution of the Catholic Church.
And what is it? Something about the East Indies or something? I don't know. Maybe he's not a true believer. Maybe he's just a drug dealer.
I've been thinking about what you've been saying. I definitely want to repent.
Hallelujah, my child. This is a glorious day.
Yes, rejoice.
Are you prepared to begin your spiritual journey?
When it switches over
Yes,
to her, it looks like she
praise
has her
be,
belly out.
etc.
Very well.
Yeah.
But first, a donation is required.
Wait, what?
The means to salvation bear a cost, my child. Narcotics are expensive to come by.
The cyborg by the den doesn't look happy.
He fears I will steal his custom, and rightly so. I will turn his customers, his victims, to righteousness.
And to substance abuse.
It is but one step away from sin and another on towards righteousness.
Still, you better watch out for him. Seriously though, I need those drugs. I want to repent.
I do not doubt your faith, my child.
This is
but
so
we cannot
stupid.
proceed before.
Oh, come on.
Otherwise, we might have every urchin taking advantage of his love.
I don't know if this guy is supposed to be viewed as authentic or not. That's what I like about him, I think. Is it's like,
Bye.
would the church
Repent
actually do
before
this?
it is too late.
Yeah, it would do this.
And
Hey,
you
I'd
shall
like to make a
be
donation.
saved. That is most kind, my child. Allow me to put you on the first step away from worldly pain and despair. Remember
Is there,
where
like,
to
a hot
find
topic in the background?
salvation, should you happen to need more.
Yeah, it's a hot topic.
Wages of sin is death.
Oh, we're gonna-
Dude,
Ye
let's go
old-
buy some Funko Pops.
What did he get? Narkine?
I am
Fuck is
literally,
Narkine?
like, at this point, why not just, like, beat someone with a crowbar instead of, like, fucking, this
Yeah.
feels like an equally bad thing to be doing. Anyway,
Yeah.
I picture the old man walking away, tearing off his
You got the
beard,
whole
and going,
dose.
"What a
This should be
sucker!"
interesting.
let's go into the fucking
He's
trance.
gonna die.
We actually just fucking killed a man.
Overdose comes out, and he's
I've
having a
already linked
seizure.
with.
So now he's drugged, and now we can beat him. This is like the opposite of the Olympics.
All right. Let's bring it on, you freaking.
Hi there.
What's up?
Let's go.
Bring it on.
He just falls over.
Bring it on.
Woohoo!
That was fair.
Woohoo!
You use performance-enhancing drugs.
Performance enhancing drugs.
Woohoo!
Enhancing.
You gotta, yeah, well, I better just, I don't feel so good.
Dude, what if we came out and he was
Nothing
dead?
I couldn't handle.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
feel
what
like
you did, but that
Paramedics.
was worth sticking around to see. A deal's a deal. I'll log off. Maybe we'll spar sometime.
Nah, because then I'll have to drug you.
down here, I guess. We'll use the last chemical somehow with the dancers. I don't know how. Please stop doing that.
Howdy there, miss.
Benzene for me, please.
You'll find it has quite a unique kick. Let me know when y'all's outside.
Ciao.
Isn't benzene toxic?
Just I'll poison them all. It'll be fine.
Hi there. Hi there. So, that organization you work for?
With Jahilia's membership is non-hierarchical.
Oh.
Sounds like it'd be hard to get anything agreed on.
Sometimes the differing
Like,
viewpoints of
yeah,
members
anarcho-
leads to a
communal.
standstill. The ethical integrity is a refreshing change from my RL work, though.
Superstructure
Wasn't Guy
is
working
so
for you?
limiting.
In a manner of speaking, sometimes we need to subcontract our tasks. For those matters, we'll recruit experts. Guy was such.
I'll get.
Big Puffy.
Why can't you tell me what.
She,
Server
like,
until it is just
So, you need.
precisely.
can't-
They must
I'll get back.
Big Puffy.
What were you saying?
I was just thinking, because you can't do stuff in the real world to mess with the people now. Do you have to like?
Oh, right. We have
Is there
that
an-
region lock, don't we?
What do you mean?
We can, like, we click on the terminal.
Yeah, but it doesn't like
There's Sparkwings, and there's Jinsil, and there's Mandala.
on the left where it says block.
Yeah.
You click on the block.
Yeah, you gotta find a region to block.
Where would Nabstablook come from?
Where would...
Do you have to like go around and like specifically find where people are logged in from? Because that's
One Mandala... Sounds like a place in real life.
I mean,
Hi there.
mandala is a design,
Hi there.
like a mandala. It's like a sort of
Right.
I don't know how to describe it. It's a mandala. Sounds like Mandela.
Yeah, it's a spiritual and ritual symbol in Hinduism and Buddhism.
Okay. So maybe you're in Neo India,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
but like
That's where,
then
that's where they're
then
at.
you'd have to like block where you're from.
No.
But
Remember,
like
we're in
where's
what I'm
Mumbai.
saying, you can only block one place.
Shit, we're in New Mumbai.
We are?
Isn't that where we're at?
Wait.
Newton. Never mind.
Anyway, so
I would
Mandala.
try blocking India.
This is close to India.
Yeah.
So let's.
Yeah.
But we already kind of blocked that, I think. Anyway, let's.
Yeah.
Let's hop on
Did
back
we?
in. Oops. I like that she meditates.
Yeah.
Hi there.
The Mosin
It's-
guy
Hi there.
sounds like he's from Russia.
All right, let's block Russia. Oh wait, Mandala's our person, right?
Are we?
What?
Let's get rid of Russia.
No, because it still says they're logged in. You don't have to go into the trance to see that they're logged in. Because when you look
Yeah.
at that list, it'll say people who are logged in.
Das
Oh.
Vidania.
What?
Guess that proves where they were from.
Oh,
Sure, why not? That works.
all right.
How is your progress? It's just you and me. Server's empty. We're alone.
Excellent. I feel much safer.
You going to tell me what's going on now?
I shall. But
That was
first,
unexpected.
tell me, why do
Voice
you
change.
enjoy the trance?
It did?
She sounds more feminine.
Are we playing Secret? I mean, she's always sounded feminine.
Yeah,
She
she's always
sounds
been
more
a
Playing
girl.
Secret Hitler. Her voice changed. How we
He's
know
just
that
a
she's-
boy, and she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious?
Why are we in the trance? I feel like this is the honest answer and this is the dishonest answer.
Cause she's addicted and she needs to repent.
Or does she question the question? Or does she say she doesn't know? I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
the answer that's like super, like Zen, which seems what they're going for is comprehension.
Yeah, that's what
Because
I'm
they're all
thinking.
about like ignorance and lack of ignorance.
Sure.
I
So she
understand
never
how
really showed
everything
any
works.
interest in the people.
Everything within here is constructed, planned, laid down. Someone built it, and it's like I can see all the gears turning behind it all. I've got a much clearer understanding of my place within it.
I suppose you could say you were born for this?
It feels like it, sometimes.
Mandela, we've been taking scans of your connection. We have never seen a sync ratio as high as yours.
Okay.
The trance is literally where you belong. We need your assistance.
You're special.
You are the chosen one.
Sync ratio. Okay. That's really interesting. That's like, wow, that's like 5 different sci-fi concepts that just like fucking train wrecked into each other. That's great.
Yeah.
Also, we have to remember that if she's probably definitely Regis' kid, also kind of brings up the whole thing I was mentioning earlier about like our 3 main protagonists being like not connected to the trance, hyper connected to the trance, and like sort of connected to the trance. And like if she was actually bred for this.
You need my
Does
help?
that mean that
What
like
can I
certain
do?
people
More than you
have really,
realize,
like just
Inshallah.
are born
The
and
reason
they
you were
don't- they
targeted
aren't
is linked to
very
your
good at
unusual
trancing?
natural affinity with the trance.
They want to kill me because my connection's too fast?
Not directly.
Maybe.
It goes deeper than that, to the very structure of your brain.
Well, and
Do you recall
Very,
what
very.
Guy was doing in
isn't
that cell you
wired
shared with him?
for it either.
Sorry, sorry I interrupted you with the game. What were you guys saying?
I mean, we interrupted ourselves. I didn't hear what the question was just asked.
Well, before I started that dialogue, what were you guys saying?
Tyler asked if maybe it's like a genetic thing, like some people aren't as good at trancing.
Right,
As
what is
other-
that? It's like your eyesight, like nearsightedness, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
But then I also said that like if she's better at trancing or something, then it doesn't make a whole lot of sense because you know Reed just didn't get wired.
Oh.
But I guess
Like
No, well,
Reed-
the
Yeah,
point is that
that's
his
not true.
embryos with his wife were frozen,
right.
and then stored away for whatever reason. I presumably like, and then he knew about his embryos, and then somebody took an embryo and broke it to intimidate him. But anyway, our theory is that one of those embryos was stolen for whatever reason, and apparently genetically modified to be better affinate for the trance, and then like raised on the streets.
Huh.
On the streets. So why somebody would want to take the person who made Central, take his kid, maybe genetically modify her so that she's really good at the trance.
This seems like a really
kill her.
like unnecessarily long game. Like
I don't think
not,
so.
Not like Technobabylon, but I mean like the like long con.
Oh, I see.
Like
Okay.
that sort of like idea.
I don't
it
think
seems
we've given all the pieces of the
unnecessarily,
puzzle
like-
though. Like, what is the problem with the trance? Why are people not able to hook into it perfectly?
Yeah. Or like why would you decide to make someone that was like super good at doing that and just use it as kind of like a like haha I'm getting back at this Regis guy.
But like, as far as an
By giving him an
extension of
awesome
genetic
daughter.
engineering, I think it's really fascinating about like, not about like, okay, so when we think of genetic engineering, we think like, oh, we're gonna make our babies super smart and super strong. Basically, all of the dimensions that we already want to be good at in our world. But this is suggesting that like, maybe there are technologies that could be better used by like certain types of people, and that's what we would genetically engineer for. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So,
like
because like that's
engineering
one of
for
the problems
time.
with when we think of technologies, we're like, oh, the car, I'll finally be able to like drive to the restaurant. And you don't really think of the drive-through or whatever, I guess. I'm fucking up, but like basically when
I
we're introduced to new technology, we always think about it in our current context and not like the context it will actually exist in. And so that's what I'm thinking about genetic engineering here.
Like think of the internet when it first came out. It was like, oh man, now we can really do really easy military communication.
Or retail.
ARPANET.
We can finally
Or-
shop at Kmart easily.
we can
Fuck
finally
Kmart. It's
have,
all about
like,
Walmart.
order-
okay?
email so that like get
Okay, you're a robot. We're gonna.
like mail.
Can you
order,
disconnect and reconnect, Tyler?
like things on.
You got
You
robot.
can use your email to buy.
This is
I don't
really
know
fun.
if you could
Tyler,
even-
Tyler, disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah, you guys are robotic.
I'm gonna message it. Tyler, there we go. Okay, hi. We heard robot you talking about emails.
Yep.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Repeat yourself.
I was making the connection of like when people got email, they're like, now I can use my email for like mail order like products.
Yeah.
Now I can use my email to buy stuff online
Right.
through mail.
Which is relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was praising the game for having an axis of genetic modification that I hadn't thought about before, and it's suggesting that how well you can connect to the cyber internet. That was my point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, let's fucking what? Yes or no? Sure, yes.
Yeah, he was your relay, wasn't he? You were connecting to Cell's systems through him?
Precisely. He was a vital part of the operation. But thanks to the
Fucking knew it.
psychophage, he is indisposed to us.
Let me guess. You want me to be a relay for you?
With a sync ratio like yours, the bandwidth would be incredible.
Your hackers would be running petabytes through my wiring. But you'd need me to get close, right? To the systems of the people trying to kill me?
I'll do it.
Okay,
I'll do it.
I need to find out his options, and I haven't got any other options.
Wonderful, Mandala. Jahilia is behind you all
Oh, we're
the way.
Mandala.
Until they're dealt with, I can't get back to my life
Uh-oh.
on the net.
Yeah.
Though you are strong in the trance, it makes you vulnerable in the outside world.
If they're targeting me because of my affinity for the trance, well, it's poetic justice if I turn it against them to help you. What do I have to do?
Shukran, Mandala. Justice shall be done. They operate from an old Aerostat terminal, Xanadu Air Freight. Head there. We will remain in contact with you.
Great, more walking.
And now, we must crash the server. Good luck, Mandala.
Whoa.
Dude, that's like what I just did.
You're the only one with the HBO Go password.
Dr. Regis?
Here are the benefits
Dr.
of
Regis.
being a
Oh,
member of
sorry,
Jahilia.
Nina. I'm just not used to that name yet.
Congratulations, by the way. Isn't it kind of old-fashioned, though, taking his name?
You get the Netflix password and the Hulu password.
You have been bred to have every password in your bones.
You've been bred for streaming services and streaming services.
You are legal property of Comcast Incorporated. Wait, that's actually maybe a bit too real.
Oh, we're getting there.
Oh, we'll be there.
No, we are there.
Reminds me of that the Bo Burnham where it's like, I don't want you to walk away thinking that you lied. I want you to walk away going, we're on our way.
Yeah,
I think it's romantic.
Not a giant leap backwards?
He lost his family in the war. Now we're starting a new one. I thought it might help give him some continuity.
Speaking of which, you guys planning on having kids?
No.
Hell
we're using
no.
our embryos.
It's our only issue at the moment.
Fuck kids.
Everything else we agree on, except that.
Everyone's got to have some kind of drama. Neither of you want to give up the
Well-
career to become a full-time parent?
It's not that, it's just our backgrounds.
He's from a hot zone, isn't he?
What the
It's
hell?
not just Charlie. My work with the inspectors wasn't good for me either. It isn't that I never want kids.
You'd just rather they came out with all the parts they're supposed to have.
Oh.
I guess you could say that. We're going to do it safely. We've got a specialist involved.
With Charlie's background, I'm surprised he's not growing them himself. Then again, they might go bang if he did it. Too far?
Yes.
Get it?
I'll just get back to the decompiling.
Oh, okay.
Insensitive.
So a couple things. There was the kids, the hot zones. It's like, okay, he was irradiated or something, and so he's gonna have trouble with kids. And she had an expectors. I don't know what that is, but then he
Kind of
was.
sounds like maybe she was like a foster kid, like Mandala is.
Then there was the explosion was reference to his war background. Regis was in a war, right? Right? Before this?
Maybe.
Anyway, I'm gonna use gun. Wait, there's no gun.
Use gun.
Looks like the engineered nerve tissue is as robust as we'd hoped. Self-maintenance. That's the big benefit of organic hardware.
Can it wait? I'm in the middle of dissecting Dr. Vargas's brain. With the fMRI scanner, of course.
Okay.
I'll just get back to the decompiling.
I'll just stare at you for 5 more minutes for that. I'm gonna hide here for a bit. Because there isn't a loading zone. What? Where are my interactables? I'm out of interactables.
On the
Dr.
perfect
Vargas?
hide-and-seek spot.
In here, my dear.
What are you doing?
Roadman 9 and 46.
Dr. Chigwa is mapping my brain activity. In many ways, our project will share more in common with us than other computer platforms.
Intermittent rostrocaudal axis patterns. Tell me, what do you think would be the best manner to train such an AI?
What'd you call me?
Naturally, it can handle abstractions better than conventional AI. Plus, we have millennia of experience and tradition when it comes to education.
I somewhat agree with you. Do you hear that, Gwen?
Mm-hmm.
Though Dr. Chigwa agrees that conventional programming is impossible, she is considering the possibility of imprinting existing mind states within the platform.
That's disturbing.
Quick for the AI, but utilizing a person's natural experience?
Though it may not be my philosophical ideal, it is an intriguing experiment. It is good to be working with you again, Dr. Pereira. I mean, Dr. Regis. Congratulations again on the wedding.
Anyone ever played Soma? No, that's a no. No one's ever played Soma. Soma is about, or at least a little bit of Soma is about like brain patterns being mapped and copied, and then yeah.
Very good.
It's a horror game. It's really scary.
After how we split, I was kind of surprised you sought me out.
I admit, when you left Buenos Aires, my emotions took hold of me. We both said many things that I'm sure we each regret.
I don't regret taking the field position for 1 minute, though.
Of course, we are lucky to have you with us in Newton.
When I learned what you were planning to create here, I couldn't resist. It's groundbreaking, the next big step in artificial intelligence. You must have made some powerful friends in Newton since you left Buenos Aires. I'm surprised they didn't just contract this AI project out to corporate research.
The fear then is dependence upon the private sector in all future matters. However, if we should not succeed, that will be their next option.
But that's not gonna happen, is it?
I am afraid that we have hit an obstacle. Though we have a solid theoretical groundwork, we cannot proceed.
Why not? We've built a gene map for the organic processors. Get Charlie or Dr. Chigwa to run it through a flash clone.
Alas, that is where our problem lies. Our plans depend upon the development of neural tissue. The flash clones develop with none, for legal and ethical reasons.
Ooh. Oh wait, what? We have an option? I want to hear what the other ones are, though.
The city council must have expected something like this eventually. We can petition for a special exception. They'll provide live embryos for research.
Certainly possible, though too lengthy. By the time approval has been granted, the project will have exceeded its deadline.
Dr. Baxter has a reliable simulation of the AI running in situ. Surely he can pattern it out onto a larger system.
While the platform will run magnificently in an organic framework, trying to emulate it in a simulation has tremendous processing costs. Unless we can finalize
And
the
with
production
Bitcoin
of
still
organic
being mined.
matrix, we will fail.
There might be another option. Nina gave me the idea. We need normal embryos to engineer, not the flash clones, right?
That is our problem. The council will not be able to provide them quickly enough.
Well, Charlie and I have been trying for kids. As a result, we have several fertilized embryos frozen.
Viksha, I hope you are saying what I think.
We could, perhaps, donate.
You do not know what this could mean to us. You have saved us, Viksha. In a way, you may yet be the surrogate mother of the central AI.
Whoa, big spike in activity there.
You think Charlie will be okay with that?
Hey, he spent years modifying embryos himself. I'm sure he'll be all right.
How are you doing, Daddy?
Hello, Father Unit.
Hello, progenitor.
You got in?
Yeah. Now to find out who our mysterious benefactor is.
Wait, where
Good
are
luck.
we? Oh,
I'll keep the car moving. Hopefully,
bathroom.
Central won't start asking too many questions.
He came up through the
Regis out.
Are you Dr. Regis?
Yes. You must be the welcoming committee.
They're waiting for you upstairs. Hold on, gotta search you first.
There's a metal discs and a stun gun and a... Is that a can of paint?
Why is this metal disc polished to look like a mirror?
Why does it have laser burns in it?
There's a light submachine gun.
If that's what it takes.
How did you fit everything in these pockets?
Video games, am I right?
One cell issue charge pistol. It will be kept safely for you until business is concluded.
Gee, thanks.
You may proceed upstairs.
But you can keep the submachine gun.
Yes, that shouldn't be a problem.
Nina, you're the one I've been talking to?
You made it at last, Charlie. How are you?
Oh shit, I'm not doing good.
If I'd known it was you in my head, I'd never have agreed to come.
Now, Charlie, that's not fair. Let's put the past behind us. What happened to Vicky affected us all.
You've got some nerve. If you think...
In fact, the reason I've invited you is to help fix mistakes arising from the project.
What do you mean?
Allow me to introduce everyone here. Councilman Dean.
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
Rand Schumann.
You don't look like much.
Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
Is this the Illuminati?
I'm sure.
Yeah, it is.
And I believe you've already spoken to Mr. Stepford here.
Oh my, yes.
All of us are here
Oh my
because of a
God.
common cause.
Oh
The removal
my.
of Central.
What?
Oh shit.
I mean, you can't just...
It's a difficult proposition, and we need the help of someone like yourself. In exchange, we have the means to assist you with your personal crisis.
You've always dreamed big, haven't you, Nina?
We know exactly where your offspring are. Don't dismiss us outright. We can help each other, Charlie. Listen to what we have to say.
Damn. We're gonna kill your other kid who's the AI who's also trying to kill you because there's a man who wants to... There's a lot of steps in this whole thing.
Oh, well, that backstory with Viksha helps our theory about Mandala even better, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She is
That's
central.
why she's so good at the trance.
Yeah.
The only thing I was like, literally this entire time I've had that dumb G.I. Joe redub meme of the I'm a computer.
Wait, what?
Like, for what's her face, Mandala. God, what's her real name?
Yeah,
I think it's
remember.
Mandala. I'm not sure.
Her real
I
name
mean,
isn't Mandala.
That's her trance name.
Oh right.
Don't use her dead name.
Wasn't it like? Wasn't it? She wasn't proud of it, right? She didn't like her real name. I don't remember. What
Yeah.
It was.
Anyway,
I'll
what-
call her
last thing is
Mandala.
About nature.
I was just imagining her as like that, like the emphasis of that meme. It's like, I'm a computer.
Let's go talk to this guy.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
Oh my.
I am in a time machine from 1950.
Someone told me to do whatever I felt like in the voice acting booth.
Oh, you're really saying that I can do this voice?
So, you want to bring down Central?
Oh my, yes, as does everyone here.
Oh
Though
my
for differing
God.
reasons.
What does a synth manufacturer have against Newton's city
Yeah,
control?
just make sure
A stake in
every
that
single
which follows,
sentence you
oh
start,
yes.
go ahead and
If Dr.
say,
Jean
"Oh
was
my,"
simply to
before
remove Central, there would be chaos.
The city's central infrastructure would break down.
Precisely. Therefore, a
Come on,
replacement would be needed.
His voice is so far back in his nose that I'm sure he smells it.
You want to replace Central with a new AI? With what?
The new version is simply a retooled model of an existing system.
Your
I'm telling you, Linux is a wonderful system.
No. It's built from a commercial Archimedes model as used in Eurofed cities.
It'll do the job?
Oh my, yes, as well as any civic management AI in Europe.
stop.
But, thanks to Stepford's personality matrix engineering, it shall act and speak just as its predecessor, Central.
With you holding its leash.
Every system needs fine-tuning, Dr. Regis.
Won't services suffer?
Yep.
I know Central. It's orders of
Straight up
magnitude
Illuminati.
more powerful than an Archimedes.
All unnecessary for its role, Dr. Regis. Our Archimedes in Central's clothing will perform as needed, oh yes.
I am finished with talking with Stepford.
I'll get back to you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh my,
seriously.
yes.
They had to do it to him.
Yeah.
Hey, you
So
alright?
it's gonna be one of those scenarios where it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Where either you deal with an evil Central, or you deal with a Central that's being controlled, but by people that you don't like.
Yeah.
I think I hit the action button by accident, so
Everyone,
shit.
take cover!
So Regis is dead.
Not
Is anyone
quite,
hurt?
But,
It's a trap! You'll try to kill us! Guards!
Shut up, Ron. You're still alive, aren't you?
It appears that poor Imogen is the only one injured.
I'm sorry.
Damn,
she's
she's the
dead.
hottest one.
I knew it! You tried to kill me!
I don't know,
All of
Stepford's
you!
pretty...
Calm down, Ron.
Oh,
You don't
yeah,
know who
you're
was
right.
behind this.
Actually, he has a point. All
Yeah,
those
whatever.
who knew about this
Fine,
meeting
man.
are in this room.
Except, of course, for
Hey,
Charlie.
he can be
He
attractive
only joined
and
us at the
annoying as
last
shit.
moment. Dr. Regis, will you lend us your skill as an investigator?
please
Yeah,
investigate.
You find who tried to kill me!
Do this
It's him.
first, Charlie,
Wait,
and we'll
investigate
give
the
you
crime.
everything.
God,
We can
that
tell
other
you
guy
who
was
has your
just
kids
like,
and
have
exactly
you
where
ever
he is.
heard,
Fine.
actually
Just
heard an
remember,
Asian man?
I'm not doing this for
No?
your sake.
Try to be
Someone
an
here
Asian
almost killed me as well.
Thank you, and
Well, I'm gonna actually load the autosave because I want to talk to those people.
Dr. Vog? What are you...
Wrote intel.
Not... After... I don't... It's... You must...
The how I the allow
That we...
you in what
You...
It's the future.
I
and everyone
get it.
talks in single syllables.
It's like flash drive. That's so neat. I get it.
You got in?
Yeah.
Good luck.
What?
Flash drive, flash
Are you
drive.
Doctor?
I don't
Hold
get
on.
it.
See, the joke is E's and A's are both vowels.
One cell. You
I think.
So wait,
No,
we recognize their
Nina.
eyes. So like, was that
You
the
made
guy
it-
who was dead? I'm confused.
Who? What?
If I-
The man is dead.
and
And
all the it's in
You-
oh, is he the bomber boy from earlier? Do you
yeah,
think?
but like, wasn't he killed?
I thought so.
Yeah, he's the. Was he a blonde? I'm confused. Anyway.
Good evening, Miss...
Well,
Dame Imogen
I
Natalia de Villa
think
Quintanilla de
we
Flores.
never saw him.
Yeah, that.
You may call me Imogen, darling.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't look like any conspirator I've ever seen before.
Thank you, darling. It's my own unique style.
I'm sure Nina's got a use for everyone here. What part are you playing in her plan?
Her unique
All we ever
style
do
is
in life is play a
bossy.
role, Dr. Regis. I promised I would assist her when she
Isn't that
required.
everyone though?
And thus, here I am.
Not as
Yeah,
heavy muscle,
I mean, except
guess.
for
I am
Stepford,
very
who
good at
seems to be
networking,
going
Dr.
for
Regis. I taught her everything
modern
she
day
knows about it. I lend credibility to her mission with my very presence.
I could
Do you think
understand why
she
some
does the
people would want Central
barbiturates?
removed. The kinds of folks who
mean,
see
you
it as an
gotta hope.
obstacle to their work. But what good would it do a celebrity like yourself?
You think in such cynical terms, Dr. Regis. It benefits me because it benefits dear Nina.
You're doing this out of altruism?
Is that so surprising, Dr. Regis?
Is your daughter's name?
Frankly,
Is the girl's
it
name
is.
Nina? I feel like the girl's name is Nina.
This is
The
Nina.
Mandala lady.
This is Nina.
I feel like Mandala's name is also Nina, or Mina, or something like that.
You guys can look at the wiki as long as you don't look at any other plot spoilers.
No.
I'll just look at IMDb and see like.
Babylon.
So I hear you're a celebrity?
Oh, Dr. Regis, such an understatement.
You'll have to forgive me, Miss Flores.
Is she
I'm not big on pop culture.
Latha
How
or
refreshing.
Latha?
It's such a shame what the net's doing to the young of today. Though if it wasn't, I wouldn't have nearly the profile I do.
So, what do you do exactly?
I'll look up.
I come from a wide background of European nobility. But I can do anything that's asked of me, my dear. Music, talent contests, endorsements.
Yep.
So
Her
essentially,
name
you're
is
famous for
Latha.
being famous?
Precisely. Though much of the work is so tiresome, darling.
How
I delegate a
did
great deal to
we
simulations, lookalikes, and
What?
synthetics.
That doesn't sound familiar at all.
I think I know what she does.
That's
She
all for now,
docked.
Miss Flores.
Please, darling.
This is actually
Mr.
my
Ron.
favorite piano song, by
What
the
do
way.
you want?
What's your part in this conspiracy?
Dr. John wants to capture biggest AI in the world. It's going to take enormous memory and processor.
And you're going to furnish her with these?
With all the capital she need, money, guns, labor.
Wait. Oh right, China's not a country anymore. Or it's
No, it's the new
there's,
Han.
There's Han and there is China. There was like
Empire
northern
or
China and
whatever.
southern China. Remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of Dr. John?
Which one's communist?
I worked with her, and I guarantee the only one she's looking out.
So cooperation. I once said.
Don't say I didn't.
Hopefully both.
It sounds like you're on board with her plan. What do you get out of it?
Newton is lousy place to do business, Regis.
You reckon it's Central's fault?
Central watches too close.
You can't bribe anyone, you mean?
Exactly. Can't make things work.
Sometimes it's nice not to have a government driven by the wealthy.
We will control New Central. It's a great opportunity for us.
I'll get back to you.
So you're not
Stop
even, like,
wasting
trying to
my
hide it?
time.
What's the world in which Regis is totally
Hello?
okay with this?
His kids are being held hostage and they're offering to help him.
No, like,
Right.
like I'm not saying the world where he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it because he's a cuck. But like, what's the world where he's like fine with this?
Oh, he'll be grouchy the whole time. That's what he's gonna do.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
I'm surprised to see a city councilor in a conspiracy like
Obama.
this.
Desperate times call for desperate measures,
Cyber
Dr. Regis.
Obama.
I guess you've been facilitating things for the plot.
Much as it pains me to misuse my position, that is the case. I've been able to expedite import
We're gonna
permits
give
for
up.
equipment necessary for Dr. Zhang's plan.
See, yeah.
Still hasn't noticed?
In my role, I'm given considerably more privacy than the average civil servant. No offense, Doctor.
None taken. I just cover the camera in my office with paste.
This is so
What are you,
strange.
5?
Oh wait, is she actually Central? Was it her that was used as the brain mapping for Central? And so that's like a mandala. Was mandala like was mandala's embryo used to make Central? And then was she just like I
don't remember why they needed the organic conduit or whatever.
I know, like I remember, but I don't want to like go into a long explanation because my packet loss keeps going up and up.
packet loss? Oh, like
Yeah. At one point, I've been looking at it, and at one point it was at 48.2.
But that you don't want to tell us what you remember?
I mean, I can, but it'll probably go robotic.
We'll just reboot it then.
The computer, as it was going, was like not fast enough, and it wasn't working well. They like hit a wall, and they were like, "We need to try to do it better." And then Viksha was like, "Naturally, we could make embryos that like and map their brain while they're young, so that we can make an AI that's more naturalistic and can work as fast as the human brain."
Yeah, I was saying those embryos. I was saying what is the embryo that was used for that mandala?
Probably. That's probably why she's so good at syncing
that's what we've
AIs and with trans.
That's what we've theorized, but we don't know that for sure yet.
Yeah, we don't know it. But
So,
there are a lot of things
I understand
that we don't
what you're doing
know,
for it,
like
but
quotation
why?
marks
How does
know
someone in
the game
government decide that
we
Central
can
needs
breathe.
removing?
I've read your
Easily
bio,
extrapolate.
Dr. Regis. I know that you have no great love for Central. But, in practical terms, I believe it has become a threat to our democratic society.
A threat? How so?
Over the course of its 20 years of operation, Central has begun to develop opinions. For an individual to have done so is
Dangerous to
natural.
democracy.
For an AI, it is impressive. But in its position, coordinating the actions of government, it poses a risk.
Wouldn't someone notice? Call it out?
There isn't enough to address as yet. It's clever. It's designed to carry out the policies of the Council, and it cannot fail to do so. But it can drag its metaphorical feet, badly implement plans it disagrees with.
You've seen it do this.
I've had suspicions. Dr. Zhang's research confirms the extent to which Central is developing its own conscience. I believe that you yourself recently had a disagreement with it over its handling of a crisis. Another bombing. Central has done well, but there exist many other options today that are equally valid. We need a system that will effectively manage the city and carry out its instructions, not one that cherry picks what policies it believes appropriate.
I like the idea that
I'll get
Central
back
was
to you.
created because they were like, we need to take humans out of government because they have too many opinions and emotions and shit. And now you see that the rich are like, we need to take the computers out of the government because it has too many emotions and opinions and shit. I think it's just the rich want to be in control of what's governing shit.
I, for one, am just shocked that that would ever be the case. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so
dystopians
she
are-
owes a favor. He wants to just be able to do his like dirty stuff here. He wants to replace the Central with a shittier Central, and he has a legitimate political like objection to it, or a moral or political objection to it.
Or at least he's a politician.
That's how
that
he's being
knows
presented.
What to say?
Yeah.
I think he's being disingenuous.
He's trying to protect his job.
Yeah, he's giving like a, oh well, this is the reason that it should be on paper.
I like the cast. Anyway, hey waiter.
Hey, you all right?
To his horrors, you've seen those eyes before. Oh, is this the guy that we
not-
shot at for the very beginning when we went up that
No,
elevator?
I don't.
Talking about, like, that's who I think it is.
I don't think it's literal. I think it's like you've seen those eyes before, as in he's a member of like the fundamentalists. Like he reminds you of that bomber. Dude.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
you are.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you're
that-
right.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Everyone, take cover!
And
Did you guys see that like chemical explosion in China the other day? That like
Yeah.
Is anyone hurt?
Shattered windows.
It's
a
a
mile
trap!
away.
You tried to kill us! Guards!
Shut up, Ron. You're still alive, aren't you?
It appears that poor Imogen is the only one injured.
Poor Imogen.
I'm sorry. She's dead.
I knew it! You tried to
She's
kill
the
me!
only one.
All of you!
Calm down, Ron. You don't know who was behind this.
Actually,
It was
he has
me.
a point.
I mean-
all those who knew about this meeting are in this room.
Except, of course, for Charlie.
He only joined us at the last moment. Dr. Regis, will you
It
lend
was
us your
Charlie.
skill as an investigator?
Yeah, you fight who tried to kill me!
Do this for us, Charlie, and we'll give you everything. We
Mr.
can tell you
John is
who
my
has your
favorite
kids and
character.
exactly where he is.
He's so.
Just remember,
obscene,
I'm not
like,
doing this for your sake.
stereotypically Asian.
Someone here almost killed
Yeah,
me as
exactly.
well.
Oh,
Thank you anyway,
protected me.
I'm surprised he's not like just entirely exchanging L's for R's.
Very good.
Nothing on it I can
I don't
use.
want to go there
Yes.
because
Exactly
that
equipped to
can
repair
very quickly
synthetics.
turn into actual racism.
Reminds me of Funhouse.
Hi, I'd like to apologize. That was very insensitive.
I can get a glass of wine. Damn it. I can't get a glass of
I could really go for a good glass of wine right now.
did it?
Before I investigate, I need to get real drunk.
I think
for
better
investigative
when I'm
reasons.
drunk.
So,
Can you go back
turns
to the
out those
bathroom?
guards were synthetics, by the way.
Does this game allow for victory shits?
Holy shit. Let's take a victory shit. For those of you who don't know, you don't get to know.
I was gonna say they won't know because that didn't get published, did it?
Nah.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll find one eventually. Victory shits will
probably
come back.
later on in the future at some point.
Apparently, this
Go
mirrors.
back to the game.
Before I came to Newton, that sentence wouldn't have made any sense to me.
Error?
No.
Yeah,
this mirror is
the
having
mirror's having
There's
an
the remains of a
error.
first. Someone's used all of the
The
mid
software's
patches and pseudoderm
malfunctioning.
spray.
That's
Must
dumb.
have had an injury. The only item left is a bottle of harsh-smelling toilet cleaner.
Wouldn't it just be easier to use a regular old mirror?
Can you go take a shit?
Yeah, but
Dude.
first, let's open up this vent.
Do you think?
Now let's take a shit.
Do you think that mirrors in the future will have Snapchat filters on them?
Is it on your foot? Is the toilet paper on your foot?
Nope.
Sorry. To answer your question, Matt, I don't. I think yes, but there won't be called Snapchat.
Damn.
They'll be called like
Can't do that.
That'll be Google.
Super Mirror.
Nah, it'll be Goog Chat.
Be called Looking Glass.
Shit chat.
Shit chat.
It's for people who are on the toilet. Who want
Yeah,
to-
snap shit.
Shit chat.
Okay, come
That
on.
was
You know that.
fucking
You know
incredible.
that there's gonna be one of the many like new app social medias that's like, oh, you're on the toilet and you want to talk to people.
Nah, it'll be.
I'm sorry,
Whoa.
what the fuck?
Are those you? What the fuck? Hello.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Why?
I'm Dr. Regis. Nina's asked me to investigate the explosion.
A cell agent? Well, all right. Just be careful what you touch. This place is half kitchen, half lab.
Yeah, about the fucking body.
That doesn't
There are
sound
human
sanitary.
bodies in your kitchen.
Half kitchen,
Yes,
half
there
lab.
are.
What's
It's a
with the meat
freezer.
hooks
What are you, the
fold
food inspector?
body?
Give me a good reason I shouldn't haul your ass down to cell.
It's all legal, I guarantee. They're annual clones, grown without brain tissue.
I know what
suspected
it
as much.
means. I guess the presentation was a shock.
Oh, this is a place where the rich people get to eat humans.
Who don't have brains.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they were never living, so I can eat that because I'm rich. I'm gonna grow some fake clones just so that I can eat human flesh.
Yeah, that sounds about fuck
That
G. D-A-G Foods! Hi there! Do you want to eat the flesh of the unborn?
How old would you like your next meal?
I can take a piece of your DNA and I can let you eat yourself.
Oh no!
Ugh.
Quick, just come in this tube.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh, it's
my
terrible.
god. Anyway.
Why is this restaurant serving cloned human tissue?
I trained in engineering at Darwin.
Well, that's it.
We'd flash grow human bodies to test DNA alterations. So I guess human tissue is what I'm most familiar with.
Test DNA.
Also, isn't that just like the most unsafe, like as far as like food? Because like, okay, so you know how like fish is a lot safer to eat than like chicken, which is safer to eat than like beef. because of how like diseases are working. As far as like diseases that could get into a body, get into meat, I feel like human meat. That's one of the reasons why cannibalism is so dangerous, is because like it is the most infectable, like is most able to harbor diseases that are bad for us.
That human tissue is super nutrition, like way too rich for our bodies to handle.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me now that you mention it. That
I don't know a lot about cannibalism. I know that eating the brain is
I don't know
bad.
a lot about cannibalism, but what I do know.
Yeah, I know that eating the brain is bad, and I know that in the Book of Eli, you can tell who's a cannibal because their hands shake.
You're
I don't know how that's backed up.
Well, I dropped out before my PhD. I learned enough to sample DNA and use it to grow flash clones.
No kidding. My background's in engineering as well. You altered these bodies?
None of these. They're all template. Caucasian, male, 20s, brown hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so weird that like just how viscerally uncomfortable I feel right now.
Dude, if you start Googling is human flesh, there first like the suggestions are kosher, good for you, and vegan.
Medical news today. Cannibalism, a health warning.
A healthy alternative to beef.
I'll have your finest ground human.
This is quite the setup you've got. Combined sampler growth chamber?
That's right. We usually use the template. Sometimes get specialist orders, though.
Oh,
like if someone wants to eat themselves?
Sometimes. We can ready up a new cadaver in about a week with it.
I can't access cell at the moment. I might need to use your equipment.
Do you have to? You know you'd have to flush the current growth.
Sorry about that. Tell you what, Nina will reimburse you.
Well, okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so not only am I suspecting that like the celebrity like sex doll thing, it's like you can trance and then you can have sex with any celebrity you want, which was kind of what I was thinking that her deal was, but like also in the reverse, the commodification of human bodies to the degree that like we just grow them to feed them to good lord. There's this text feels super duper dense, but it doesn't feel like it's overreaching. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like everything feels like organic. it's a pun. I really like this world. I like it.
Scienceline.org, there's a post that says, not that I'm thinking about trying it, but is cannibalism unhealthy? You gotta, like, clarify first.
Going from engineering to catering, that's quite a switch.
Most of my family are cooks. They run a restaurant in Vietnam. When I was at med school, someone found out about my family, dared me to make something out of human muscle tissue.
And?
And it turned out my human bolognese was really, really good. Not just being immodest or anything.
You said you dropped out. Is that why?
Yeah. Turns out the academy had regulations about improper disposal of remains. But now I had an idea, and I knew there'd be a market for it somewhere. My family are great chefs, and I can make human bodies. Bingo.
I can make human bodies. So
yeah,
can I.
I don't know if this would really. I mean, you know, it would catch on, but like, I really just wish it wouldn't.
We're putting too much faith in the morality of capitalism. This is 100% gonna happen. You can make money off of it.
Hell yeah! There's gonna be some fucking weirdo. It's like, here, let me eat my own dick. It'd be great.
Yeah.
A suicide bomber attacked the gathering upstairs.
I don't know
He
if
was
you heard the
disguised as
fucking
one of your
explosion.
waiters.
Whoa. I wondered what that was. What did he look like?
Blonde, about
He was like
1.65 meters. Might have
12
looked
feet away
uncomfortable or limping.
Huh. Biobomber?
That's right. How did you guess?
You mentioned the limp. They've got pretty serious health problems, don't they?
Yeah, he might have replaced one of your staff.
Huh. They all checked in.
If he incapacitated one of your staff, can you think of where they'd do that?
It'd have to be somewhere you could hide a body, I guess.
Ventilation.
Wherever will we find a place to hide a body?
You ate the real waiter.
Everybody's eating. Everyone.
We
Jesus.
had the waiter. Bum bum for dinner.
Just with
You get a lot of clandestine
I'm
meetings
happy
like
with
this
that.
taking place.
I was wondering
You'd
why
be
they were so
surprised. This place is popular with the wealthy. Haven't had an assassination before, though.
You know what they're discussing up there.
They don't tell me, and I don't ask about
And a
anything but
nice
their orders.
Chianti.
Dr. Zhang pays me enough to know I probably shouldn't.
What's with the bouncer?
He came with Mr. Stepford's party, along with a few others. I think he was supposed to be guarding the kitchen, but...
What happened?
Well, he
opened this
wasn't very
article about
talkative, but
cannibalism, and
after I
don't
started
like it.
working, he just kind of zoned out.
Really?
Couldn't get an answer out of him.
Surprising.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I found an article online about cannibalism, and they just keep going on and on about how, like, apparently people used to use it for medicinal reasons, and, like, it's traditionally used in some cultures. Like, if your grandma dies, then you eat a part of them so that they stay with you.
Yeah, it's like
Transumption.
Transubstantiation.
All right, that's a different word.
I was
That's what
gonna say, it
Catholics do,
says...
right?
No, it just says transumption.
I still think it's what? Okay, I'm gonna look up the root
I
words
think
of
you're wrong.
transubstantiation.
I feel
The
like that's-
conversion of substitute in the year of Christ, elements of the body and blood of Christ as consecration, only appearances of bread and wine still remaining. It's okay.
So
it
you're
looks
eating,
like
you're eating symbols of a dead body.
no. I'm pretty sure that Catholics are pretty particular that like the bread becomes Jesus's flesh.
Well, Jesus' flesh became the bread and his blood became the wine.
Yes. But transubstantiation is like where you turn the bread into Jesus' flesh. If I recall.
Oh, okay.
That's gross.
Well, a third of the world probably does it, so it's normal.
Yep. And I mean, just because a lot of people do it doesn't make it.
We
doesn't make it
found
fine.
Jesus' DNA.
Yeah. Remember
Just
that
thousands of
story?
Jesuses just like racked up like this. Oh my God. That's...
that story, like,
Jesus Christ.
A meat locker full of Jesus Christ.
I have a different point to get to, but first I want to talk about like the idea of the Catholic Church literally making bodies of Jesus Christ and blood of Jesus Christ and forcing people to be cannibals.
It's just fucking. I can't imagine a more fucking like controversial image than a butcher shop filled to the brim with Jesuses. Oh my fucking God!
Oh my
that would
God.
be
It's
the
like,
most, that would just make everybody just immediately shit themselves.
Did you see the time in London that Resident Evil promoted their game by selling cuts of meat in the shape of human like appendages?
human hands and
Yeah.
like arms and shit. Yeah, that was.
So what was your
that
point,
like-
Tyler?
I mean, I was just gonna reference a news story from a while ago of this like a statue of a saint that started like weeping tears, and people were like, "Oh my God, it's like a sign from Christ!" And they like gathered cups of like the tears, they were like drinking it or like
Oh,
praying
yeah.
on it or whatever, and they found out that it was like a sewage pipe that leaked and burst and was like coming through like pores in the statue, and they were fucking drinking sewage water.
Wait, why was there pipes in the statue?
I want to say there was like a fountain nearby.
Yeah.
And it was just like really porous stone.
Oh.
So it was like leaking through.
Or like, well, that reminds me of
It
the
might not
South
have been
Park
tears, but
episode.
it was like water that was leaking from the statue.
Yeah, the faithful really want a miracle. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I like the glowing fish in the tank you've got.
Thanks. I made those myself. They were my first engineering project.
Luciferin
Very
luciferase from fireflies.
Well spotted. I imported the sequence into red snappers and kept them viable. 10 generations now.
A lot of academies use those as a starter project, but that's impressive.
We keep them as a reminder of where we came from. Or in case the
Maybe
power
shit,
goes
but
out.
Whatever.
The sequencer's a different model to my usual.
Cell's probably got something more impressive than that thing. You have to purge the current project before you can do anything. Then you can submit genetic material to start a new growth project.
What kind of material will it take?
Blood, dermal tissue, almost anything. Makes it easier to get a sample from customers.
What's your advice for cooking human meat?
That's
Planning on going into competition with me? Well, you know how they say everything tastes like chicken? It's actually better if you treat human tissue like pork.
Like pork?
Yeah. Sausages, slices, filet. There's a lot you can do with it.
He's gonna take off that mask.
Restaurants like this that make me glad everyone in this city just uses auto meals these days.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. It's not harming anyone after all.
These eyes are fucking
Something about it still doesn't feel right.
You probably don't feel nearly so angry talking to me as those auto mill personalities, right?
You have a point. Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
So we need
I was going to
find-
ask why the waiters had face masks out there, and I feel like this is the answer.
Yep.
There's some severe risk for cross-contamination. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is just... I'm surprised that... what is the rating on this game?
Rated X. So we need to find...
Oh my god, I just fucking killed something.
I mean, did you really kill it? It was
Did it
dead.
have a brain? I'm sure this is
Yeah.
all very ethical.
We need to find a DNA sample of the... Or do we need to find a DNA sample of the biobomber? Because I feel like those would be everywhere.
Wherever will we find a sample? How about here? Or here? Oh, by the way, this guard was turned
Hello?
off.
Huh. It's like someone just hit his off switch.
Oh, well, I guess he's on it.
Like they were
It's too
trying
big
to
to carry.
get past him or something.
It's too big. Hey, stop the...
What's wrong?
These bodies are supposed to be clones, right? So why is this one blonde?
I'm really bad at paying
Oh,
attention.
God. Henry. What happened to him?
He's taken a nasty blow to the head. Looks like it's the
Oh my
hypothermia
God.
that's finished him, though.
Oh, no.
You killed
Why'd they
him.
leave him in the freezer?
Best place to hide a tree is a forest. Best place to hide a body is with a whole lot of other bodies.
Why Henry? He was such a nice boy.
Same hair color as the bomber. Whoever's behind this took his uniform for the bomber's disguise.
Somebody would have seen him being dragged across the
This
restaurant.
looks like a
He
really
must have
nice
been killed
boy.
in
Let's
here.
kill him.
I'll find who's behind this.
I'm going to find the killer.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Thanks.
I'm gonna find
Whatever
the
I can do to
killer.
help.
Gets a napkin, wipes the floor. I found the killer.
Hello? Huh. I can't figure that out.
I can. Saw him in half.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
That's not...
Oh shit, this is a tissue paper.
Yeah,
Somebody...
to pick up DNA samples.
Yeah, so I'll do some tissue paper on that.
Can't do that.
This is this took a I don't know how much, fucking... Okay, is this actually... I can't go down here. Okay, that's nice. Hey, look, there's a human pie down there. Human pie.
That makes me feel comfortable.
Eat the rich. The rich ate us first.
Mr. Ron.
Let's
What
go
you
prepare
want?
the dead girl's body for
food.
Oh shit,
sushi.
yeah. Let's,
I'll get back.
Stop.
Roll her up in a nice California roll.
So we're just gonna make a clone of her and then...
Eat her. I don't know what that does, but I feel like it's progress, so we're gonna do it. Transcription underway. We're gonna grow a girl.
Okay.
I wonder if flash clones are viable. If you could flash clone people, if they would with brains, if they would actually be I don't know. It's fake technology. Who cares? Bonesaw.
I'm not sure what that would involve.
You know, don't ask questions.
You should use
That's
the
not-
bone saw to go hack yourself a fillet.
Toilet cleaner.
I'm not
With a
sure what I
nice
was thinking.
Chianti.
Yeah.
That's not going...
With some
That's-
fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Nothing on it I can...
He mispronounced that, and every time I hear it, it's like...
Mr. Ron.
What you want?
I've started my investigation.
You find who tried to kill me.
Who tried to kill all of us, Mr. Ron.
This city dangerous. Police do lousy job.
Can you recall anything suspicious?
No. Stop asking stupid questions.
Alright.
You're one of the richest men in Greater Han.
Oh, he's from Greater Han.
Damn straight.
What are you doing here?
I like this restaurant. I suggested.
No, I mean, why in person? At this meeting?
That is how we always do it. Cannot trust anyone else. Other people stupid. If too many people know, then Central will find out.
What sort of business do you run?
Some of everything. Factory, guns, biochem.
Remember, there's a
farming.
worm that makes
A hands-on manager there too?
Hell no. Give that job to cousins. You ever see Han? Is lousy country. Everything poisoned. Sky is black.
Maybe it's all those factories you're running. Did you know Gil Vanderwall?
Sure, everyone here know Jill. We work together. He have connections everywhere.
He was a middleman for criminals.
Exactly.
Oh, he
Any
reminds me
specialist,
of the
he could
people
find.
from the first,
Even
like, Star Wars
Mindjackers,
episode.
Dr. Regis.
Yeah.
What do you know about Gil's links to the mind jack?
Vanderwall set people up
Oh,
with
no,
specialist
like the,
talent, famous for it. In this case, a third party needed a mind
it's the
jacker.
Trade
He
Federation
fixed that
dudes.
up for them.
Yeah.
Got the best.
Yeah.
Eventually, he discovered something that made him regret introducing them.
He found what the client's plans were in the long run. If they
Neomoidians.
succeed, our plan to remove Central will fail.
So he tried to stop the mind
Shoot
jack.
them or something.
Exactly. Took the memory module he was using to store minds of his targets.
And it cost him his
That being
life.
said, they are
Pity
meant
he's
to be
working
racist.
against us.
Asian.
Good mind jackers are hard to find.
Who hired the mind
Give me
jacker
Jar
from
Jar.
Vanderwall?
Like everything else, information is not free, Regis.
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
Well, I feel like we kind of missed most of that, but you know, I didn't see anything really.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
Ugh.
I found one of your heavies in the kitchen. Looks like something's knocked it out cold.
Oh my, a technical fault, no doubt. May I ask you to show me the defective platform?
Sure, I guess.
Excellent. We can't have our firm slandered by accusations of low-quality units.
It's too badly damaged.
I'm just gonna try and catch them all. That's all.
You gotta catch him up.
Poke them out.
It's you and me. Babylon. Gotta catch him.
Guard 4.
Can you?
Dr. Regis, I...
Can you turn him into Oh.
Oh, I know what's going on. The cavity magnetron in the growth array. It generates a huge mag flux in here.
It broke them? Is it permanent?
What do I look like, a
We
tech?
just killed the man.
No, he's a
Thank
synth.
God
Good.
we killed him.
Good, finally, we fucking. Who's willing to bet this isn't a real man and it's actually a completely different fucking personality as the guy who runs this fucking corporation?
Dude, take his voice and throw it in the sewer.
Just throw it right in the toilet.
Hey, who's that?
Sick tricks.
Personalized gotta be guard. Role has gotta be something else. So you have to find a different mind state thing.
Just gonna guess this.
Excuse me.
So the platform doesn't work.
Why don't you go put it on Stepford's body?
Well, because you're clicking like things
Excuse
that are
me.
an error.
I'm just
right?
doing the truffle shuffle, that's all.
Yeah, but the error is the thing that's messing stuff up.
Well, it doesn't like the platform, which is why I'm thinking you should go try Stepford's body instead of the guards, you know?
Excuse
I
me.
can't move him.
Yes.
Oh.
What's the situation?
Perimeter secure. Guest behavior within tolerable parameters.
I guess that's one way of putting it. Are you all right? That was quite a blast.
Systems operating at 97%.
I see. You synthetics give me the creeps, you know that? Huh. Guess you're not easily riled up. Are you all right? That was quite a blast.
System.
Huh. I found one of your buddies in the kitchen. He doesn't look well.
Please report technical issues to management.
Who's in charge?
Situational command has been assigned to Mr. Liam Stepford.
Huh. Fancy taking orders from a guy like that. Did you see the bomber when he came in?
Negative. His appearance was a match for a member of the serving staff.
And you call yourself a bodyguard?
It is likely that the suspect prepared this operation in advance.
Well, if
To
they
achieve
prepare
this,
it in
he would have to supplant
advance,
a member of
whatever
staff
will we
before our
do?
arrival.
Keep up the...
Okay, so I tried to give him Stepford's memories, but that didn't seem to do anything. Maybe I'll give him Error's memories. Let's see what that does.
Excuse...
Yeah, the errors. You need a different platform, like a different mind state, because you have yellow, you have purple, you need a red.
How about that? Let's try that.
Oh, it's personality and voice, but
Excuse
with
me.
Guard.
Oh my, yes.
Ugh. Why?
Status update.
What's the situation?
Fabulous.
Just dandy, my good man.
Are you all right?
My system log shows a mind state alteration made moments ago. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Just a little tweak. Oh my, yes.
You sound...
You know what they say, variety is the spice of life. Mm-hmm.
I found one of your... He doesn't look...
Oh dear, does Mr. Stepford know? He's a lovely man. He'll get sorted right out. Oh my, yes.
Actually, he's kind of broken as well. You're wearing his personality.
Well, that does explain a thing or two.
Did you see the bomber when he came in?
Oh my, no. That little sod must have gotten in before us.
Keep up.
Don't worry, sir. We're big and strong. We'll protect you. Oh my, yes.
So...
I'm just trying shit.
Nope.
Matt?
Now you're upstairs.
Let's find out. Let's see what's going on.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
I've begun my investigation into the bombing.
If anyone can resolve this, it's you, Dr. Regis.
Thank you for the vote of confidence,
what's on the
Counselor.
side of his head
I don't
there?
know how much closer I am to figuring out who's behind it, though.
Because of the pool of suspects, it might be better to think about exclusion. Perhaps you can find evidence to rule out those not involved.
You're on the city council, aren't you?
Indeed, I'm rep for the Southwest Ward and co-chair of the Cosmopolitan Party.
I remember when you got elected. They called you Mr. Incorruptible. I never got that.
That's because of the device in my head, Dr. Regis.
What is that in your head, Counselor?
Why, it's a neural governor, Dr. Regis.
As in, what paroled felons are fitted with?
Similar. While most of those are designed to limit violent behavior, mine prevents me from lying. Thoughts of deceit are met with tremendous pain.
Were you
Did you
inside?
do it?
Oh my no. This was a voluntary choice. After all, most governors are subdermal. I wanted my constituents to see it as a sign of my integrity.
I knew someone with one.
Dr. Baxter. I recall reading about his release last month.
I thought it must have malfunctioned, that he was out for revenge. Turns out he's just dead. It's like someone just inherited his hatred. So, because of your neural governor, you're unable to lie?
That is correct.
Then forgive me for being so forward, Counselor. Did you hire a suicide bomber to attack this meeting?
No, I did not.
Personally, I'm not sure.
Damn.
I'd probably stand up in court, though. Just to let you know, I voted for the other guy.
Oh, well. That's your prerogative. Any concerns I might be able to address for next time?
I guess I've always voted Metro, since I lived here.
Ah, inertia. Something difficult to overcome. Give our site a read. You might find you agree with us more than you think.
Metro and Cosmopolitan. Well, I guess we're just skipping the middleman, aren't we?
I'll get back to you.
Anything I can do to help, Doc?
Nina.
Did you
Charlie,
try?
how can I help?
This
I'm
plot
just
of
trying to think of any and do we know that any of the other
Let's
people aren't synths?
What?
Do we know that any of the other people in that room aren't synths?
I don't know.
Because we didn't. You should try using the CI splitter on it.
Everyone's a synth except for her. Including
Yeah.
us. I'm kind of getting talked out though. What the hell? It's been a while. The explosion in the restaurant. What were you waiting for?
How did you know to come looking for me? Were you spying on me? On Lau?
You wound me, Charlie. In fact, it was Gil's untimely demise that caught our attention.
Gil Vanderwall?
He was one of us, part of our cause as well. His death is unfortunate, but it signaled a much more serious crisis. It meant that we had to step up the timetable for our plan.
A more serious crisis.
Gil was the one who arranged the employment of a certain mindjacker. It was this thief's memory module that led to Gil's death.
Huh. He said he had information about it.
Indeed, he likely would have pointed you in the right direction. If he hadn't, well, I've already read the report you submitted to Central.
Hey. That's all.
Get me informed, Charlie.
Well, I feel like I know a lot about this game world, and I'm still kind of confused as to what the hell's going on.
Mr.
Already talked to you. Let's go to the bathroom.
Was there anything else in that vent? Because we didn't really get anything from it. Just sort of went in there and used the cleaner on something. I like the music in here is very tinny.
I'll get myself a cup of darkness.
I'll use Bonesaw in the darkness.
Can't do. I'm not sure.
Well, it's off to the right. Is there anything off? In the.
There's a light over to the right.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I just can't do anything with it when I click it.
And
Is the access thing the access to the mirror?
Apparently,
if we can fix the mirror stuff.
I'm not sure. That's not. I'm not.
What is the thing on the left in the vent?
Lau, you there?
Regis, I heard a blast. Is everything all right?
A bomber. Someone targeted this get-together.
Want me to call it in? Maybe now is when we should get Central involved.
No, I've got it covered for the time being. If Central asks, you know nothing.
Got it.
But I wanted help. Yeah, I'm gonna call in Central.
I'm not prepared
You
to
don't
turn my
get
state never.
Nancy Drew's boyfriend, whatever his name was.
I guess our only real thing is to talk to this guy.
Excuse me.
Phone song.
Keep up the. Excuse. You say.
You know what?
You say.
You know.
Keep.
He sounds like someone really badly trying to imitate Stewie.
It's got no personality.
Have you tried just all Stepford?
My
Mr. Step.
Oh my, yes.
Do you know what happened? The chef mentioned something about mag flux.
Allow me to check the crash log. Yes, it appears that the kitchen was indeed saturated with a high-intensity magnetic field. No doubt from an item of hardware. They often pose a hazard to advanced synthetic platforms.
You're okay, though.
Quite so, thanks to your timely intervention. They really ought to have a warning sign in that kitchen, oh my.
So, synthetics can't operate in there?
Oh my, no. A field of that strength is positively ghastly.
So-
like working in a cloud
so
of
it's not
chlorine
him.
for men such as yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must change into something more comfortable.
We know the waiter was murdered within the kitchen. The mag field would be lethal to any synthetics trying to get in there. That means we can rule out Stepford as a suspect.
I'm glad he's doing this game better than we are. Fuck.
Dr. Reed.
So how do we make that
I'll
clone?
get
Oh yeah, how's that clone cooking up? Let's go see that clone over there.
Hello? Huh. Excuse me.
Yep.
The sequencer's a different model.
Cells probably... You have to purge the current, then you can submit genetic material.
What kind of material?
Blood. Derm makes it easier to get a...
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to...
Oh my god. You know what we have to do?
What?
However are we going to feed a clone?
I'm not sure what
I'm pretty
What
sure
was
I know what
that?
I'm thinking. I want to bone saw you so that I can get
Nah.
you. Okay, fine.
Nah.
I guess we have to bone saw someone else. Bone saw him.
Oh, here goes.
Same. Went into genetic medicine rather than macro medicine. Slice
Okay.
of meat.
Ugh.
Put it in the grow chamber. Wait, abort before what? I'm confused. I have a slab of human meat.
Maybe you have to do it in a different order. Like you need, because it looks like it says there's 4 things that it needs, right?
Cavitation, quickening. Okay, we'll purge it.
Okay, so now use the meat.
We have the meat.
Ugh.
This is how Arby's makes its roast beef.
Oh. So you just...
Ugh.
Purge.
I'm gonna get another napkin. Gotta go back to the bathroom.
Yeah. And what's in the vent? 'Cause we still haven't gotten anything for the vent. I don't think they would put the vent in there if you weren't supposed to get something from it.
I mean, I don't have a light to light up the darkness.
Yeah, but like that thing on the left. Wait. Glowing fish.
Oh shit, glowing fish. Genius. Anyway. Oh wait, first I have to get some DNA. Okay, I guess we're getting the glowing fish instead.
Where are the glowing fish? Well, that's a problem. Maybe it was just a conversation point. Maybe I'm a fucking idiot.
Can I go down here? I don't know.
Because apparently you could see it from the shrimp. Maybe it just. Yeah, that might have been just something that you were talking about.
Excuse me. I like the glowing fish in the tank you've got.
Thanks. They were my first...
Elusive.
Well,
a lot.
Or...
Where's the tank?
Thanks.
Whatever.
Where is the tank? This is a growth chamber. Oh,
we just
maybe
click
the
on
tank is
counter?
out here.
Oh.
Ah, look, fish tank.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Ow!
Nina comes down. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, it's for the case. And just grabbing this fish.
You have a jar.
Oh, it didn't grab it? I thought it did.
Yeah, no, it like you said ouch and it like because you couldn't put your bare hand in there.
That's not.
So now we know what the vent is for.
Now we can use the fish.
I'm not sure what I can't.
This is a jar.
Never mind.
Do I have to kill the fish with toilet cleaner?
Shake it up. Put it in like a centrifuge.
Did we
its
get it
head
in there?
against-
I'm just gonna pour toilet cleaner in the bowl.
Dude, no, just.
Why can't I get it? Why don't I have a fish?
You tried to scoop up a fish, but their movement is a great deal.
Then fucking
I can't
stun
figure-
'em. I don't know. Can I have my
I
gun
can't
back?
figure that out.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Keep up.
I have a jar. I have tissue paper. I have a bone saw. I have toilet paper.
I can't figure.
Okay, so we know we need to get a fish somehow. Because nobody has a fucking cell phone light in this universe, apparently. Alright, we were gonna go get some tissue. With our tissue.
Are the fish like electric? Do you need what hurt you? Did they like
I'm not sure what
I'm pretty sure I know what I was thinking.
I'm not sure. I can't figure.
You
That'd be a
want toilet and cleaner?
can't do.
can you feed the fish clone meat?
What do you make?
Please address.
Genius. We'll
Can
feed
you
the-
make clones of the fish and then
I was
put
gonna
more
say, can you
fish in
clone
the
the
jar?
fish?
Oh my goodness. We're gonna have a freaking radioactive celebrity meat man. It's genius.
Alright. Gonna put some meat in that jar.
Stuff the slice of human meat
It
in
worked.
the jar.
Yuck.
Oh my god.
Bait and place it. Oh.
Oh. I think you already had a fish in there.
No, we didn't. Now we have a fish.
Okay.
So they're carnivorous fish.
I thought that you already had a fish in there, you just needed to like feed it.
Right, why didn't they eat my hand?
They tried. Remember when you stuck your thing in there?
Ow!
Oh, sharp.
I can't figure.
Oh, so you need more different toilet paper.
Yeah, and then I can get the thing and I can
The
flash
bomber's
clone
back.
and then I can find out.
Oh. Handwritten note. What's the note say?
The crumpled note found in the bomber's possessions, apparently from whoever hired him. It says,
Okay.
Ow!
Yeah, you need toilet paper and some.
Yeah, so I guess I have to get new tissue paper.
Damn.
I don't know if it'll
that's
give
so
us
hard
new
to
tissue
come
paper
by.
or not. Okay, I guess I have to go put it in the thing because he can't hold two tissues at once. It's too hard.
Welcome to the real world, bitch.
It's the year 2088. No one can hold tissues.
We have robots do our tissue holding.
Guess we have to abort so that we can fucking get tissues in there.
Did you literally just make an abortion?
These are all There are many abortions going on here. Oh, if you thought stem cell research was bad, boy, have I got the thing for you.
Ethical cannibalism.
There is no ethical consumption under cannibalism.
Sorry, I went non-full screen to look at my connection, and I just saw like the what's that, like the hacker lady from Overwatch?
Yeah, that's Sombra.
Sombra.
Yeah, Sombra. Like it was the only like half of that image you sent me, so it's just her with like her hands and legs just like tapping out.
That has such potential to be a Rule 34 image.
Oh yeah. No, I wasn't thinking that. I just thought it was funny. Like it looked like her, like almost her. Interesting. So you got the tissue sample.
Oh, I know what this is. It's going to tell if it's male or female.
Oh, you gotta abort.
Well, it has to be
Oh,
male, right?
yeah, because when you clicked on the thing before, it said XX chromosome.
Genome taken from the blood from the vent. The fact that the accomplice had an XY chromosome was therefore male narrows the pool of suspects.
Yep, so it wasn't the lady. Okay. So now we just need to see which one of them wrote the note.
A crumpled note found.
GBWU.
If you go up to the dude and say, like, did you write this letter?
He'll say yes. Oh, wait, yeah, because
Well-
he has to tell the truth.
No, not necessarily. Maybe he just told you that.
Oh, right.
Excuse me, Counselor.
Yes, this
What do you
thing,
make of
it
this?
means that I...
A note to the bomber? Who is GBWU?
If they're like the others I've met, it means God be with you.
You've had experience with these terrorists before.
You could say that.
I'm even more confident that we're in good hands then.
I was gonna say, because if we were going off of
What do you
that
make of this, Mr.
purely,
Ron?
then
What did
he
say?
would already be out
can't
of the
read
pool of
English?
suspect.
English second language. I got
Well,
secretary for that.
That
You
sure
don't
as
say.
hell
Ah,
narrows it
Dr.
down.
Regis, might I have a word in private?
He can't even read English, so
We're
he wouldn't have
alone?
been able to write
As
the note.
alone as we're going to get. What do you want?
Your investigation is drawing to an end, is it not?
No.
There still leads
I
to
don't.
chase up. Why?
You are, without a doubt, a skilled detective, Dr. Regis. I am proud that the city employs only the finest. I
Yeah,
believe
I know
that
how to
your
use
inquiry
glowing
will
fish
find
to light
only
up a
one
vent.
credible suspect, myself.
You're going to plead your innocence? Tell me it's a mistake?
Not at all. You see, I am indeed responsible for the attack.
You lied to us.
lied?
The governor's a fake then. I'm sure your voters would love to find that out.
The governor is working as well as it ever has. I have not once lied to you, Dr. Regis.
I asked you if you hired the bomber.
I did not.
So
My
it's
assistant
half
hired the bomber, at my request.
Politicians.
People have to phrase their questions to me very carefully.
You'd better have a real good reason for all this.
For various values of good. You recall Gil Vanderwall?
What does Vanderwall have to do with this?
2 years ago, much to my shame, I did something terrible. I took part in a vote-fixing program for the Cosmopolitan Party, and they promised me this office in the next election. Gil discovered this and has been blackmailing me ever since.
But why the suicide bomber?
He realized that Nina's project might lead to his death. He was a spiteful man, and he needed a guarantee that he could strike back against her if that happened.
From beyond the grave.
Essentially, I was his guarantee.
He wanted you to kill Nina for him?
Or materials he has on me would be released to the public. My career, my family would be ruined.
So instead of turning you in, I should...
Tell them that Ron Schumann was responsible.
What? Frame an innocent man?
You've spoken to him, Dr. Regis. He is a truly, objectively despicable individual.
You're one to talk.
What I've done was terrible, but I wish to make reparations for what I've done. After this is done, I shall devote my life's work to annihilating corruption in our city. Ron wishes no more than to desecrate and pollute our nation as he has
can't
done his
lie.
own.
All right, what are we picking?
Lock Obama up.
Click.
I mean,
I think he's the lesser of two evils.
he is, but at the same time, like,
We're not in a position to judge. Like we're gonna be going off and
Well,
whatever,
okay.
Ramboing somebody.
would we rather have Central be in control, or would we rather have the Illuminati in control? 'Cause that's what informs this shit.
Does it? Don't they both want the Illuminati?
No, not saying that. I'm saying that like, it's the same sort of choice where like, do you want to lie for like the sake of justice or like for good things, or would you rather like stick with the status quo and just like this is correct objectively?
I think tactically he's a more valuable ally to have as well. Our politician.
All right. I was thinking more along the lines of like, justice as a binary thing, or justice as something you can like.
All right,
fudge
thematically.
around a little
Yeah,
bit.
right. I was just thinking of the question.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards lesser of two evils unless I'm outvoted.
Yeah.
I
I also just don't like Ron.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
I like to shit on puppies for fun.
I'm unsure who I feel worse about.
Please, Dr. Regis, you know as I do how it is to be the victim of blackmail. Do the right thing.
Senate will not rack this.
Charlie, what have you found?
I've completed my investigation.
That was most swift.
Cut to
Though
10 years
effective,
down
I've
the
no
line.
doubt.
You have to make
Who
a,
tried to kill us?
fucking
After finding enough evidence to
chat,
exclude all other parties.
like,
I
apologize.
swear, I didn't mean it, you guys.
Sitting on a
It was
toilet.
all for the joke.
I missed it. I was listening to the game. What was the thing?
No, I was just joking about. He made a racial, a very like bad
The
Chinese
Senate
accent.
will not rack this.
That's Japanese. Never mind. But just talking about how in 10 years he's gonna have to apologize for that on social media.
Yeah, in our defense, the game started it. All right, we're gonna frame him.
The only conclusion possible is that Ron Schumann is responsible.
What? How do you know?
Word.
Ron,
Because
is
I
this
hate him.
true?
What? No! He's lying! Someone pay him to frame me!
I trust Regis's judgment.
As do I.
Dr. Regis is a man of good character.
That leaves us only one
Ow,
option,
my
I'm
head.
afraid. Liam.
Someone to pay him to friend me.
Making myself the least likable person
What
at
are
all
you doing?
times. It hasn't paid off.
Wait, stop!
Are they killing him?
Yeah, they
Oh
fucking
my
killed him.
god!
Poor dear Mr. Ron. Tragically thrown from the building by the blast.
This is...
What the
You're
fuck?
completely insane.
I didn't
We're
expect
doing what
anything
we have
different.
to, Charlie. As promised,
I mean, I
the
expected,
information you
like-
require. The man who has your kids, your mind jacker, is a contractor, Jayam Kressel. He's based out of an aerostat currently moored at the Xanadu dockyard.
You haven't changed one bit, Nina.
I hope you find what you're looking for, Charlie. By the way, that's an interesting choice that you made. Perhaps we're more alike than you'd admit.
She knew.
She knew.
The uptake reports came in. Looks like there was a 99.1% volume of new code in the embryo.
Oh, that's fantastic. We'll have a viable specimen for testing within days.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have had the same kind of uptake if it was one of the brain-dead ones. So, how did you manage to score these full-scope human embryos?
You don't need to worry about it. It's all legal. Not like we used an organ legger. They've been sourced legitimately.
Uh-huh. You used your own, didn't you?
How did you find out?
Same way Charlie did.
Oh, nuke me. He knows?
He's been on the warpath looking for you all evening.
Vicky!
Uh-oh.
Dr.
Mom,
Chigwa,
Dad,
may I speak to my wife?
Charlie, you better not.
Get out! Dr. Baxter just congratulated me on what a noble gesture I was making for science. Apparently, we volunteered our own embryos for engineering.
That's why he's not a engineer anymore.
Yeah. Alright, I want to hear this.
I'm sorry I hadn't told you yet. Dr. Vargas was having enough trouble stalling the council. We needed to start showing results, so I made the decision for both of us.
You didn't think I'd object if I knew beforehand?
Well, no. Using our own embryos was the right thing to do to keep the project afloat.
You have no idea what I'm upset about.
Sure I do.
It's an interesting gender reversal as far as the paternalistic versus
Like,
the
who's
scientist.
responsible for the child?
Yeah. You're mad because I didn't consult you. You're being old-fashioned. You've always got more. They won't be born. I'm gonna pick that one.
It's not as if we're bringing the embryos to term. Their lives aren't going to be affected by the alterations we're making.
We've already affected them by using them in this role.
We're only using one, maybe two of the embryos we've got for the project. The other four are still stored at all receipts.
It's not a matter of
At
whether we
most
can
12.
make more or not. We could have thousands of embryos on standby. It'd still be wrong.
It's not the fact that we're engineering human embryos. It's that there are embryos.
I spent 2 years weaponizing children. The fact that they were destined, doomed to a purpose.
It's one thing to have your life affected by a quirk of genetics, but when you've been deliberately altered before birth to fit a role.
I'd hoped that I'd escaped it, but seeing it with our own kids, it's just...
I understand, Charlie. I'll talk to Dr. Vargas about it.
He won't be happy. It sounds like he was counting on this.
You'll just have to deal with it.
Ooh.
That's cute.
But it didn't happen. Oh shit, everybody's going to Xanadu.
Are we... how much longer are we going?
When did we start? Started at 8? I don't know, it seems like we're approaching a conclusion. I think it all comes down to Xanadu, but I won't keep you guys here.
I mean, I wasn't asking for, like, let's leave. I was asking for more of, like, where is the next stopping point going to be?
Where do we want it to be?
I'm still good with going. Like, I'm good to go for a good while.
Matt?
Yo, I'm good to go.
You got another
I have
hour
work
in you?
in the
Yep.
thing.
Let's ask the question again in an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
I forgot.
It doesn't appear to have a power switch
Oh, right, he
or
was
any
building
kinds of
bomb
controls
people.
accessible from out here.
Who? What?
Why was Regis building bomb people again?
Regis was building?
Yeah. They said that he was building bomb people.
I don't.
In the past,
know.
before they built Central.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Maybe it was a
I-
military thing.
Yeah, I assume it's military. That's probably why he was so like emotional about the bomb kid.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just dash dancing. That's all.
It doesn't appear to have a power switch or any kinds of control. Hello?
We're closed.
I can't figure... What was I... Can't do that.
Can you use the crowbar inside on the air conditioner?
I've played Half-Life.
Sure, if I feel like getting myself shot.
Coward.
Do ya? You feeling lucky, punk? Literally?
Hey, offer it.
Hey, back outside. I thought you already did that.
Why did it have to break tonight?
Is that a hot
I'm
night?
gonna go hide. I can't hide.
What's that
I
on
can
the
reach
window?
it, but he'd notice pretty. What do I look?
Oh, tranquilizer.
Oh.
I have tranquilizer for some reason.
Was that
Horse
still like the
tranquilizer.
barbiturates that you had?
Nice.
Okay, so he's dead.
Oh right, that's how we won Grav Ball.
Hello. Guess that I don't need to hack it. He didn't log out. The wetware won't form a connection.
Wetware him.
Just trying to wetware everything.
Put your goop everywhere. What am I looking for? I'll take 1,000 pounds of coffee.
I don't.
I'm confused.
Did you wetware the guard?
Is he a synth?
He sounded robot-y.
Maybe he's just Batman.
It's amazing how many people don't put enough security on their Gibsons. They assume they've got enough willpower to stop intruders on their own.
What's a Gibson? Have we encountered that yet?
I don't know.
No. But I'm assuming it's the guard.
Where am I? How did I even get here?
Don't you remember? You're at the beach.
This is nice.
You're relaxed, aren't you?
I am, yeah. This place is nice.
You're comfortable with telling me your secrets, aren't you? Anything you want to share?
You know, Ethan got himself killed on that botched factory raid. I'm not going to his funeral. And even though I didn't like him, it's making me really guilty.
Okay. Let's try a different approach. The guy they've got filling your job while you're here on vacation. He can't do the job without the access code.
That's not my problem.
Oh, but they'll think it is. They'll say you didn't set him up properly.
You're right.
Tell me what the access code is. I'll take it to him.
Sure. It's 44138. Wait, this doesn't make sense.
Got it.
Dreams usually don't, do they?
If you remember, the factory raid was going after Regis. We did kill one of them, or two of them. I don't know how many guards we killed.
I was gonna say, we threw a Molotov at one.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for making me obsolete, game.
They took our jobs.
They should know my only skill is to memorize.
Now we just wait
Alright.
and...
All right, let's get it loaded. Yeah, you know how bitchy the doc gets waiting. Hang on, hang on. The measurement's all wrong. What? Eddie must have screwed it up. The manifest says it should be showing lighter.
Ugh, idiot.
Send it back
Now you gotta
and get him to
go
recheck the
fuck with
weights.
How much do we weigh?
Probably about 60 kilograms. What? Why?
A121.
No, it's down. Here it is.
30 plus 80 equals 110. That's good enough. That's how temperature worked.
Here we go again.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time. Hang on, hang on. Addie.
How do you know your weight?
You go to a scale.
Where is there a scale? Is there like one of those cargo scales that they're putting you on?
I don't know how kilograms work.
Kilogram is 2.2 pounds.
Kilogram is inferior.
So 60 kilograms is gonna be about 100.
Here we go again.
Let's see if Addie.
Where is there a scale? Because you have to find a scale. Is there a scale? Like, are they weighing you in there? So it starts at 161. There, I do. Oh, no, it starts at 30.
Mm-hmm.
Is that reverted from back up? Yeah, it starts out at 30. So maybe try like 100 pounds. So like that ends up being like 45 point something. Assuming she's like massively underweight. Not
Looks like it.
massively underweight, but pretty underweight.
Here we go.
Hang on.
All right. Maybe she's either even more underweight. Is there something else in that room?
I just saw it.
What? Oh, is that a scale?
Yeah.
How do you read it?
96 minus 51.
45.
So 45 plus 30 equals 75.
75. Didn't you already just do 75?
No.
Oh, you just boosted it up to 45. So that would be assuming that she's 15 kilograms, which is like 30 something pounds.
With 30 pounds?
Why are you adjusting E? What are you doing?
I don't know if I can know.
Yeah, so A121 needs to go up to 75 kilograms. It's just that before when I said 45 kilogram, I'm surprised I'm right. Because that means she's like 100 pounds, which is underweight.
Here we go again.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time. Okay, weight's looking good. Try the scanner.
Hang on. The scanner's reading the contents as organic. Addie's got it listed as inorganic.
Ah, typical. You should make
She's
sure the man.
99
We can't
pounds.
exactly open them all to check.
That's unhealthy.
What are human beings most similar to? Let's find it.
Horses.
Got 40 pounds of horses. Well, beware.
Nutrient powder?
Mandala, beware.
What is that components up at the top?
I just want to put mandala. So that's what we're doing. Fear me.
Maybe that's like something.
Here.
What?
There wasn't a funny.
Oh. I thought there was a funny.
Wait, why does it say mandala beware?
I think that's just someone hacked in, like the hack organization. It said components something up at the top. When A121 is down.
Oh wait, I didn't change
No,
it.
that's E.
Mandala
That's
beware.
E142. That's E142.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh.
But there, it said components up at the top. Okay, no, that's not right. I mean, growth matrices? Maybe? That's organic.
Frozen meat.
Frozen what?
Or meat. Also, why are they scanning their own crates?
Just making
Here we
sure
go.
that they're like they're shipping company. They want to make sure that.
The signal's going crazy. I must be on top of.
Oh.
Huh?
So it worked. The fuck? What the fuck? Okay, so you're just making everything staticky.
Here's the Act 3 twist, ladies and gentlemen.
You are in a simulation. You touch the fourth wall.
Can you break the fourth wall?
The simulation's exceeded its buffer.
Took her long enough. I think Jinsel did a pretty good job on that one.
Huh?
Why'd you have to get someone like Jinsel involved in it, though?
Because when I asked you to do it, you apparently couldn't keep your thirst for revenge in check. Or should I say Baxter's thirst for revenge? I don't see why you store the targets in your own wiring. It's obviously not good for you.
It's more secure. I suppose Jinsel did their job.
Got her to walk right in the front door. Even packaged and delivered herself. Ha! We have some big plans for you, sister.
So Jinsel was working for these evil dudes.
This is the place.
Maybe Jinsel is one of those evil dudes with the warped.
How are we gonna get in without trancing? So, does it expect us? No, it doesn't expect us to know. How much does Regis weigh? Well, it doesn't tell you. That sucks.
Can you go check on the guard?
Oh.
You're tiny.
Where are you?
Very left.
Oh. I
See the little, like the 5 pixels moving across the screen?
Yeah. It's like a tiny little tower pimps
Yeah.
with legs. And reverted.
Assassinate him.
Jolt gun him.
Don't they have insulated suits? or something?
Aww. You get your shit charged, man.
Fucking gun.
Okay.
Thermoptic goggles.
Ooh.
Same ones I've seen the strike.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're in, boys.
Wait, why did you take them off?
You're the predator.
Stop squirming, will you?
That operator will shoot me down the moment I open the door.
He's gonna save his daughter, guys. It's gonna be heroic.
It's not his daughter. I'm calling it now. It was Obama's daughter.
Use the heat shit, like thermal vision, so you can see where the guy is and shoot him through the door.
I can't figure.
Never mind, you can't see it through the door.
Shoot shit.
It's a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
What do I look like? That's what I've got Lao for.
Do you maybe use the bolt gun on the
A big old jolt.
door?
A big old
Lightning
jolt.
bolt. Oh my
Not
god.
gonna make this work.
The stun gun and the bolt gun turns into the lightning bolt gun. Yeah.
Looks like it's not.
Cargo door, maybe.
Yeah. Really, you just came here to get a bolt gun, and now you're gonna leave.
Sucks to be that girl.
Really hope she's not one of my embryos.
That would suck.
Stop.
That up.
Can you use the thermal goggles like out on the airstrip? Maybe there's like something out there. Maybe there's like invisible shit in any of the rooms.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Nah.
Nah.
I guess we have to go
Just
back out.
Yeah, just fucking spam the thermal goggles everywhere.
Oh shit, yeah.
The goggles do nothing.
The
that
goggles, they
sucks.
do nothing.
Yeah, they use thermal goggles on the crates. Have you tried using thermal goggles in the room where you killed a dude?
The goggles.
They are single room use goggles.
They only work on an FM radio signal.
The goggles.
Ugh.
I got here just in time.
I like this where we're using like we're seeing going through the same thing as different characters. The goggles do nothing.
Nah, they work.
Nope, there's a boy. There's a
Oh,
there's
you
a
can
boy
see
over
him
there.
through the guard question mark.
Tap him on.
It's
tap him
thin.
on
I'm
the
gonna
wall.
need to find another.
Bang bang. Oh, you were right. Holy shit.
All right, not the way I expected.
Bitch, I'm coming in with a
going.
bolt gun and there's nothing you can fucking do to stop me.
Thank God you're here.
Who are you?
You've got to get me out of. They kidnapped me 2 weeks ago. I've been forced to conduct research for them in this aerostat.
Research? What kind of research?
Shoot her now.
She's gonna shoot you.
Human experimentation. This poor girl. You see that hardware in the corner?
What the hell did
Rookie
you?
move.
Ugh.
Fucking dumbass. They're both dumbasses.
The upper
both
level
of
is
them.
clear, but I.
Idiot.
Oh. Huh.
You're gonna have to go through this as like Lao or something.
Gave him a shot
Oh yeah,
in the
Lau's
back.
coming in.
Your problem is you overcomplicate things.
Or
Still
Lau's just gonna
conscious?
come in and
That's how the
shoot both
wetware
of them.
works. You can't rip his
Let's
memory
get it
though.
out of
He isn't
there.
wired.
I'm aware, Ms. Vargas. Take his weapon. This is something I've been looking forward to for a long time.
Ugh,
Unzip.
no you haven't. Baxter was looking forward to
Pulls
it.
out meat scepter.
What's
So is
that?
that
I
Baxter?
can't hear you.
It's quite a powerful paralytic, isn't it? An unfortunate yet necessary part of our mutual friend here's role.
My targets have to be conscious when I pull the contents of their minds. I'd
That
love
dude-
to rip the Regis
dude
clean out
ripped
of your head as
Baxter's
well.
head
I
out.
told you, he's not wired.
I know, but I know
Baxter is
what'll
dead, but
really
that guy has
get
Baxter
to
in
him.
his brain.
What's this? An embryo? It's rather a contentious issue for us, isn't it? Rather a bit of history between us over these little things. Oops. Fragile things, the unborn.
Statistically, yeah.
Don't worry. Plenty more where that came from.
He's gonna break all of them.
This one is going to grow up to be a great success. World leader, Nobel laureate, maybe follow in their father's footsteps. Oops,
that's the last of them.
all gone. Vicky would be so proud, wouldn't she?
Cressel.
After all, you showed her how important those things were. More than anything else in the world, apparently.
Baxter! You seriously need professional help.
Sir, ma'am, smart cam feed shows another cell agent just...
Hell yeah! Here she comes!
1.75 meters.
Huh.
Yep.
Should have known she'd still be after her
Cloud's gonna
partner.
come in
Commander, prepare to weigh anchor. Cressel, deal with our new cell intruder. Then resolve whatever issues you have with Dr. Regis.
With pleasure. Don't go anywhere.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Kajudo slam.
That's the maid.
Wow, nice throw, Chantel. Did I do good, Dr. Max? You did great. I better find where Regis went.
Oh my god.
Did I do good, Mr. J?
Wetware's not going. Wetware's. Hey! What the hell's going on? Regis!
Yeah, well, we're going up here though. 'Cause
Locked.
Aw.
She's out.
Inject.
I'm wetware in the terminal. I'm instantly going to cyberspace.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Hello there.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself, my dear. My name is Dr. Baxter. I operate the cataloging station.
Baxter? Dr. Adam Baxter?
I believe so, yes.
Excuse me if this sounds a little rude, but aren't you dead?
How do you mean?
Well, yesterday I was probing your well-preserved remains at a crime scene.
Oh, yes. You're quite right. I was killed, wasn't I? It's strange because I could have sworn I was the one doing it.
Not the blonde man? The minejacker?
It was definitely him, no doubt about it. One can't exactly commit suicide with a hammer, can they? I'm aware that I was murdered, but I have a surprisingly vivid memory of it.
You remember being murdered?
Not precisely. It's as though it were an out-of-body experience. I have memory of watching the hammer striking from above. My hands, his hands, so bloody. It's all very peculiar, isn't it?
And you see no difficulty between being dead and talking to me.
That is most odd.
Thanks for...
You are...
So this guy put his brain in this guy, if I recall. In order
Not
to do...
Not like... I don't think it was his choice, I think.
But like,
I think
this
that-
guy really wants to kill Regis because he absorbed Baxter.
Yes. But he absorbed... Probably unwitting, like not knowing that he was going to get that. He probably absorbed Baxter because of his knowledge of the other stuff.
She's out. She's got her. Most thralls are practically leaking. That's not going to help. Wetware's not.
She's out.
Why are all the weapons
Regis, can you hear me? Better figure out how to fix.
Because it's not a third person.
Inject
I can't
him. Inject the man.
I can't.
Inject. What's his face?
I've got my own. Regis's wouldn't work for me. I've got my own.
You like injected everything in the room except for Regis.
I don't know what was in there.
Oh, my head.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Max.
what did
Great
you
job
inject
saving my ass and everything.
Last thing you had
Yeah,
in there
and
was
sticking
just,
me
like,
with an
the
injector.
technophage
You
and
suddenly a
stuff.
medic?
Just a lucky hunch. You going to fill me in on
No,
what's
last thing you
going
had
on
in there
here?
was Dracula.
Later. Update me on the immediate situation first.
Well, the bad news is I saw someone escape through the hatch at the top of that ladder.
Damn. It sounded like she was one of the ringleaders of this plan.
On the other hand, our newest recruit just made her first caller.
New recruit.
Oh yeah, you're going to love this. Ah, damn it, I don't believe it!
It ran out of charge again, didn't it?
She must have overexerted herself. Damn it! I had him right here.
Whoa, what's happening? The aerostat's taking...
Where are they taking it?
It doesn't matter. Wherever it is, we need...
You alright, Charlie? I'm not sure how much of that stuff I was supposed to give you.
I'll be... fine.
You're in no fit state for any more trouble. Stay down here, try and figure out what they're doing with the girl.
Give me
I'll
that
find a way
bolt
to the upper
gun.
deck. Chantel? Damn! I'll see if I can...
It's the arrow.
Aren't you gonna get the like shit from him? Like the bolt gun and stuff, so you can protect yourself. Oh, never mind. Do this.
I have a stunner.
Okay. I don't really. None of these.
I'm just trying to get us through the day. I want to try and finish the game.
Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
Find anything useful yet?
Just a length of cable.
Why would I need a steel cable?
You're the tech, you figure it out. I also picked these up while I was finding my way in.
Now that's more like it. Dr. Baxter says hi. He seems a lot friendlier than I expected.
What?
Oh, don't panic. It appears he remembers his own ripping and death. Looks like we can be sure he was the Mindjacker's latest victim. A significant part of his mind state's been offloaded into this system.
But why did you see him? Why is he in there?
They've been ripping minds and reprogramming the data through a memory module. I guess Baxter's the latest and still has the most independent agency. Doesn't sound like he harbors any ill will towards you, though.
Maybe the neural governor? He wouldn't be able to get angry.
Well, he's dead. There's no governor. I think that this ghost of his in the machine doesn't include that part of him.
You mean, this Mindjacker's kept it?
Or just can't get rid of it. Central's gonna be more than usual, I mean.
Is it working again?
Yeah, we fought off the intrusion.
Damn. I was hoping they'd broken it permanently.
Nah, we could handle it. It was a weird attack, though. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Well-trained hackers. Foreign intelligence?
No, better than that. Like, they were intimately familiar
Oh.
with Central. Then, as sudden as it had started, the attack halted about 18 hours later. I'll check in. Locked.
If one of you guys wants to look at a walkthrough and see how far into the game we are,
I can do that. I just don't want any spoilers for what
Right.
I can do it.
Just yeah. Try not to spoil yourself.
Right.
I have a habit of not being able to like avoid looking at certain stuff.
lock there.
Oh, yeah, probably don't want to.
That's not going. That's not. I wonder what this was.
Oh, armor piercing.
Oops.
What was that achievement?
Bombs away.
Oh, you dropped shit. You just spam the thermal goggles like before. Alright, basically the same stuff as junction panel. Oh no, that was just what you interfaced with. That's all that was.
Okay.
Right. Were the boxes that were in the thermal stuff in the other room? Because when you hit the thermal, there were like a bunch of boxes. No, it was still in that room. But when you hit the thermal, there were like boxes. I don't know how to describe them. See?
That's one of the.
So that's a power junction, right? Just click on all.
That's enough.
Are you What are you doing? Are you just like
Making progress, that's for sure.
General alarm. Starboard control services compromised.
Were we supposed to do that?
Probably.
Seems like there's actually.
There's actually what?
Seems like there's actually a little.
Like a little more or a lot of more?
So we are chapter 9. There's one more chapter after this one. We're maybe 2/3 of the way through this one.
So we're like close to the end of the game.
Yeah.
But chapters are pretty long, right?
I was gonna say, yeah. Then the last chapter is not as long as some of the other ones, but it. Yeah.
How do you guys feel?
I'm getting kind of tired.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good finishing this chapter, and then next time it'll just be like we conclude and then talk for a bit.
I think we can stop now and just have more time to like space out our chats and such later.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
In which case,
what do we call this one?
You're so close, guy.
We're so close, guy.
Hey, guy.
Yeah.
You're not my guy, friend.
You're not my friend, pal.
You're not my pal, guy.
My pal, buddy.
Catch you all next time, YouTube audience.
Catch y'all on the flippity